Yeah. Oh, hey there. Nice to see you.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot right now.
Okay, all right. You lining up your stories?
I am.
Give us an update on
stuff.
Terrell Owens, I'm sure, Terry.
Yeah, I watched that
Terrell.
all afternoon.
Terrell, I got to remember that he's
He's not.
he's Terrell Owens.
He is.
I like to say Terrell, but people correct me.
Yeah. No, it's Terrell.
Well, that's his name. His name is Terrell, so I got to call him Terrell.
I got you.
And he didn't commit suicide.
No, he did not.
Didn't attempt it. He just lined his pills up in the drawer.
Right.
So, because that's what we all do when we get pills. We take it out of the orange bottles and just line them up in the drawer.
Right.
Some of us need a drawer.
I guess so.
It's one of those things that have the days on it, so he knows which ones to take.
Oh,
My mom's got 7 of them. So I'll sell them to him for $1.
Now, that's more for someone named Terrell to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Terrell, yeah. Just throw those pills in the drawer.
Yeah, for some reason, you know.
Throw it in with a bunch of pens there. And,
Yeah. When you need one, fumble through.
right. Right
Find
next
it.
to my stapler. There you go. Spread them all out there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, dude.
There's obviously a lot to do today, Terry.
Yeah.
I got a lot to go over.
Okay.
As you may or may not know.
I'm single.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are?
Oh, tell me
Wow,
no.
what happened?
Yeah, that's sad.
Oh, not me. Not me. Ain't getting that lucky. Oh, come on. I'm just playing.
No, we're not really playing.
Spin the wheel of playing.
Yeah, playing or not
We have
playing.
a lot to go over is my point. I didn't even mean for that to be attached to what I just said. I'm just getting ready with some interesting audio. Actually, this audio won't even be ready to be played until either tomorrow or next week or something. But
okay.
and I'm not even going to tell you what this is all about. Maybe you'll figure it out on your own. But
Recently whittled this past year.
Oh, jeez.
He was whittling something?
Widowed.
there's
widowed.
stuff going on. Same thing.
I made a tiny canoe out of a piece of wood.
He whittled down his life to one less wife.
Wow, it rhymes,
Just
too.
take out a little paring knife and you can take care of all that. Yes. There's stuff that needs to be played audio-wise, Terry,
All right.
that hasn't been done in some time, that is going to be making a comeback. And for those in the Bay Area, you've never heard anything like this before, that I can guarantee you.
And I'm very active. I'm a quality safety manager and a
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Quality safety is good.
Can't give you any hints, but all I can tell you is this may be the guy for Valerie.
Oh.
Are you
manufacturing company.
serious?
And I really like to get out and do things. I'm outdoorsy.
Yes.
We wouldn't have guessed.
You like guys who are outdoorsy, Terry?
I do.
That's too bad. Valerie's into guys that are indoorsy.
Oh.
Really?
Yes. Indoorsy the way to go these days. Yes.
All about outdoorsy.
Mm-hmm. That's always going to be the case, I guess. No person is ever going to feel reluctant to tell people they're outdoorsy.
I guess not.
I wonder if the time will ever come about where it's in vogue to say, yeah, I'm not outdoorsy at all. It's all indoorsy all the time. Matter of fact, I haven't seen the door for years.
Okay, I go out to smoke. But
Yeah, it doesn't make you outdoorsy.
okay.
Oh, good deal.
So there's a lot to cover. Mm-hmm. And you're doing well?
I'm doing great.
Oh, then perfect. We're all lining up right then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Put me
the
in a
pills.
drawer.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is that the way you do it?
Yeah.
That's the way you roll? Okay. Mm-hmm. Try not to overdose on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get connected with T-Man by dialing 1-866-663-T-Man.
That's right! It's the T-Man Show.
Yes.
We have American Idol news for you now. E.T. found out from Simon, Randy, and Paula that Olivia Newton-John will be joining them as a guest judge when Fox fires up the new season in January.
Oh, that is exciting, Terry.
All right.
Yes, because even though Olivia Newton-John is about 106 years old now, I would still do her. You know why, Terry?
Why?
Because I'm hopelessly devoted to her.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Did they ever fire her boyfriend that faked his own death just to get away from her?
Oh, I guess that just kind of got swept under the carpet. I forgot about that story.
Yeah.
It was her husband, right?
No, well,
Or
boyfriend. They never got married, but they were together like for what, 10
Wow.
years or so?
No, I don't think there's been any trace of that guy.
Yeah,
Not exactly hopelessly devoted.
I guess not.
You believe he faked his own death to get away from her?
Well,
She's that scary of a woman to be around?
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know why the reports of that came out, though. Like he was spotted or something like that.
Yeah.
He was spotted hanging out with
wherever, I don't know.
With Tupac on an island somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Sounds like a good story to me.
Oh, sure.
John Mark Carr killed him, actually.
But they lost his computer, so they can't confirm it.
Yeah, so they have to drop charges.
Got it. Well, Olivia Newton-John, how old is he? Anyone know how old she is? She's got to be pushing like 60 now.
Probably,
She's
yeah.
like knocking 60 over.
She just had a birthday, actually.
Just had a birthday?
I misremember reading that, yes.
No, come on, you sent her a card.
Part of the fan club. I am.
How old was she?
5'8".
58?
Yes.
Really?
Okay.
Well, pushing 60.
There you go. Not exactly knocking it over, but yeah, you're pushing hard at it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're pushing.
Oh, yeah. She can push.
Terry, what else is going on in this world on this bright and sunny early Thursday? What do you got?
Jamie Presley from the show My Name is Earl.
Oh, she goes way back before My Name is Earl, Terry. I'll tell you that. I
Yeah,
first
but-
discovered Jamie Presley in Poison Ivy 2 a good solid 10, 12, 15 years ago, Terry.
Yeah?
All right.
Well, she still looks pretty darn good.
From My Name is Earl. Anyone
Yeah.
watch that show?
Every episode.
Really?
It's a good show.
It is good.
I have no time for that.
No
It's only
time.
30 minutes, right?
That's the only kind of shows I can watch, are 30-minute
Well,
shows.
there you go.
And yet, there's too many things to do on the internet to be sitting down watching My Name is what? Earl. Yes. It's never going to beat out Asian Twin Babysitters with Hoodrings.com.
All right. Well,
Okay.
anyway, she...
And
Does that even get old, though?
what, Asian Twin Babysitters with Hood? Well, I say Asian Twin Babysitters with Hoodrings.com, but that is representative of all the big-time websites there are on the internet, because there really is no, as we've gone through now,
Yes.
Asian Twin Babysitters with Hoodrings.com. However, I'm hoping, my fingers are still crossed to this day, that one day there will be. Now, I don't have the energy to start it up myself,
Right,
Terry,
right.
but I'm hoping someone out there is getting inspired to do it for me. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but...
until that day,
Yeah.
Asian Twin Babysitters with Hoodrings.com will represent all of the websites that need to be seen on the intranet.
It's the umbrella.
It is just the code word, meaning all the websites that need to be hunkered down on.
Oh, okay, hunkered,
All
huh?
right? Lock the door.
I guess so. Hunker down.
Tell your woman you're busy. And then appear again 6 hours from when she was knocking. Yes.
6 hours.
6 hours. That's the minimum, yes.
Whoa.
And because you're in there for a good 6 hours before you feel like you're
Satisfied? Yeah.
there's no real time for My Name is Earl.
Okay. When
But
you
Jamie
go...
Presley looks hot on that show?
She still looks
Yeah.
great.
I mean, I can't doubt that she looks hot.
Almost too hot for
She's got to be.
look good.
She's got to be pushing 35.
probably 33. Yeah, probably.
Born in 77.
Born in 77. Oh, she's not even. She's not really pushing 35.
No.
She's pushing 30.
Boy, she must have been 14 in that movie.
Yeah, no
geez, no
kidding.
That's what I thought.
Shame on
Yes.
you.
When did Poison Ivy 2 come out, Stefan?
Poison Ivy, the new seduction.
That's right. That'd be the one.
Nude.
It's still new to this day. Every time you stick it in the DVD.
Wasn't there a part 3 as well?
It was a part 3, but wait, Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, I think she might
She
have
was
been
in the
3,
first,
Presley.
right?
I don't remember.
Drew
now.
Barrymore was in the first.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore was the
Barrymore,
first.
yeah.
Alyssa Milano might have been the second, and I
and then
think Jamie
Jamie
Presley was in the third.
Yes.
Wow.
So, what year did the third one come out?
Well, the one called The New Seduction came out in 1997.
97. So, I
She was
said
20.
10 years ago. She was 20 years old. And she didn't look a day over 16. Maybe 17, 18.
To make it legal.
Depending on where you're listening to, what state. Yes.
Well, she is engaged, and rumor is, too, that she is also pregnant.
Jamie Presley?
Yes.
That little hooker.
She actually
Getting
makes
engaged and pregnant. How dirty
Yeah,
is that, huh?
right. Like, that's not anything common
She's
around.
getting
these
married. How dirty is marriage?
The gentleman that she is engaged to is a DJ by the name of Eric Kubik.
Telling you, man, these DJs are big time in it
I
these
know.
days. DJs are a bigger time than ever before in the history of the world.
So what's the deal with Vinny back there?
You spin the tunes at the club, and you are getting the Hollywood big time hotties.
Yeah.
Right, just so people know, people that spin records, not like Eric Powers, DJ.
Right, right.
There's a difference.
Right.
Now, Vinny the Pooh,
Yeah.
Terry Free is asking you a question. And the question is, where's your Hollywood star? Oh, he doesn't even have a microphone that works.
Again.
I thought that microphone works now. No. Have you tried it? Yeah. Can you hear me? Wait, I don't even have it on yet. Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
wait, now turn.
No. How is he supposed to get a Hollywood star when he can't even be heard? Where is your Hollywood star? How often are you spinning at the clubs?
At least twice a week.
Twice a week.
Yes,
All right, at least.
at least. That's
And when they hear DJ Vinny the Pooh is going to be on the scene, the ladies pack the joint, right or wrong?
it tends to happen that way.
You couldn't be more wrong, T-Man, is the answer you're looking for.
Because if he was right on, he'd be having Jamie Presley, right?
I know, right?
You got DJs like you.
wrong.
You got DJs like you hooking it up with Jamie Presley. You got DJs like you making it happen with Nicole Richie.
Nicole Richie, yeah.
You got DJs like you making it happen with all kinds of Hollywood babes. Where's your Hollywood babe?
I don't think they're in Seattle.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good point.
To be honest with you, I don't know.
all right.
Well,
There's celebrities here. I mean, you could hook up with Kathy Gertzen or something like that.
Never
Kenny
mind.
G.
Kenny G. That's more up his alley.
Bill Gates.
Oh, he's
Well, that'd be good, yeah.
All right, so she's marrying a DJ.
Apparently so.
It's the end thing.
Yeah, it is.
I'm telling you. Hot-ass Hollywood females marrying club DJs.
Yep.
Thank DJ AM for all this.
Yeah.
Really got the ball rolling on this.
Yeah, I did.
Uh-huh. Do a couple nights at the club, Terry.
Yes, so.
DJ T-Man here.
Spending the
That's right.
Oh, goodness.
What else? What else?
Also, apparently, rumor has it, according to the New York Daily News, that there is a Screech sex tape.
Screech?
Yes.
From the old Saved by the Bell? What was it?
Yes.
Was it called Saved by the Bell?
It was.
Yes.
He's getting it on with Zach and Slater?
No, apparently he's getting it on with a couple of girls.
Oh, girls.
Yeah.
So that was the other option they considered to try to get his career jump-started when it's been flatlined for about a decade now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he's been in the news, too, recently because, the big publicity stunt to save his house.
And don't think this is
all that
oops.
stuff.
Don't think this is oops. A sex tape has emerged with Screech in it. This is we worked very hard to leak this on the internet and try to get something going, try to get some dollars into Screech's bank account.
Yeah, you're probably right.
When in
because-
doubt, when your Hollywood life, when your career is stalled, you put out a sex tape. That's the way it is these days.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kilbreath has considered it.
Is his career stalled?
Yeah, when he finds someone to have sex with, he's doing it.
That's right. Jamie Presley not returning his calls yet.
Right.
And doesn't look like she will be, Stephen, because she's getting married to a DJ.
No, that's fine.
Yes.
He can
All
have
right.
her.
Anyway, if you'd like to know the name of the tape, I have it.
There's a name of the tape? See,
Yeah,
that
suppo-
just shows
I
you
know.
right there. If it was a just oops leaked tape on the internet, it wouldn't have a name to it.
Right. I know that, yeah.
Oh, you know that?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
They're supposedly calling it Saved by the Smell.
Saved by the Smell. That's nice. That sounds really lovely. That's what I want to do. Scratch and sniff my computer screen. Wonderful.
Yeah. And there's one particular sex act in there that is related to that.
I don't even want to hear about it.
Yeah, okay.
If it involves Screech, it's got to be gross.
He, of course, is saying, he's not really saying that he has anything to do with it, but he says, yeah, in my day, I had a good time with videotaping.
So
my
he's
little sex-
admitting that he put it out purposely.
Well, he's not admitting that he put it out. He's just saying, I haven't seen the tape. I've heard rumors.
Right.
I
heard rumors when there were 16 cameramen in my garage shooting the tape
Right.
and telling me to look natural.
He also says, yeah, it's very possible that tape exists. I've had a lot of fun with video in the past.
Okay. Very exciting.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there.
Almost as exciting as this guy.
Hello, T.
Oh, boy.
Yes, Schwager.
How's it going? You haven't had me on in a week.
What was that?
You haven't had me on in a week.
And you think that was by accident?
Well, it's the second week of you guys being on in San Francisco.
Yes,
They still don't know me very well. They
And
know John
that's
very
really
well.
the game plan.
Oh.
He's hurt.
Well, thanks.
All right, well, now that you're on. Oh, he hung up. He got all insulted.
He did.
He can't even take a joke even when it's not a joke?
Apparently not.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Well, there you go. That's all we need to hear from Schwager. He got insulted.
Are we done with
Very oversensitive now. He's following in the great footsteps of his hero in chief, Stephen R. Kilbreath. And
Wow.
How many times would Stephen like to just drop off the line?
many?
Well, that's it.
Wow.
That's too bad.
Are we ever going to hear from him again?
Well, you waited a week for that?
Let's see if he ever calls back, Terry.
Wow.
He wants to be wanted.
Well, you better wait around a while because I don't know. Well, let's go to Holiday. Holiday, it's your turn.
What it is, buddy?
How are you, Holiday?
Oh, man, I'm on my way into the job, man. I want to know, man, you making fun of him or you hating on him?
Who's this?
Screech.
Oh, Screech?
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, I got to acknowledge that when I was in high school and stuff like that, Screech was a way of life. But here we are now, many years later, and the fact that Screech is trying to still squeeze out a career or squeeze out some kind of income is kind of comical, wouldn't you say?
I mean, yeah, it's a little funny, yeah, quite naturally. But, I mean, you know, any means necessary, man. The boy got to eat, man.
And I think he did in the video, yes.
Oh, Lord.
Now, where are you going to work, Holiday?
Man, I'm down here, man, at the PG&E, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's your commute to work like? Where do you have to go? Where do you head? What do you see?
What do I see?
Yes.
A lot of people.
So you're the kind of guy who commutes to work looking into everyone's car and looking to have a little road eye kind of sex, right?
Oh, no. Man, I don't know. No. I'm a married man, buddy.
So he doesn't look.
When you're married, it would be cheating to have eye sex with someone in a car nearby.
Man, if I
then I'm the biggest cheater in the world, Terry. There's been no cheater bigger than me.
If I happen to look over one time, man, and I see what I see, and if I look again, I might as well jump all in. But I don't do that, man. I just keep my eyes on the road, man.
So you cannot allow yourself to get the eye contact going and get the eye sex thing happening because it'll spiral out of control. Before you know it, you've reached the point of no return. And then before you know even what has hit you, you are not at work. You're in some sleazy hotel, and you are bringing the ruckus, ransacking some woman who was just trying to commute to work herself, Steiner. Is that what you're telling me?
No. It sounds real good.
He likes that.
But I can't do that, though, man.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been a married man, sir?
I've been involved with this woman for 7 years, but I've been married for one. My anniversary was September 10th.
You just had your first anniversary.
It was lovely, man.
Yes.
It was lovely, man.
I didn't ask.
I'm just telling you, man, it was lovely.
It was lovely, yes. Well,
Keep telling yourself that.
It's only downhill from here. Oh, yeah.
No, but y'all got to leave Screech alone, man. Let the boy get his money, man.
Okay. Hey, I'm all for anyone trying to make a living out there and whatever means necessary.
Any means necessary.
Hey, that's a good philosophy. Any means necessary.
This right here, food for thought. Get it how you live.
Mm-hmm. I'll work on that one.
There you go.
Yes.
Get it how you live, man.
Where are you right now?
I'm at the toll plaza, man.
On the Bay Bridge?
Yeah, a lot of traffic.
Already.
They have
already.
He isn't looking into anyone's car, Terry.
No, tunnel vision, straight ahead.
If he should,
I got to go to work.
If Holiday, he's got to go to work, and if he should somehow get distracted and look to his left or his right, before he could even snap his fingers, he's going to be butt naked in some hotel room, putting quarters in the bed.
No. Hopefully,
saying a whole bunch of Hail Marys. What?
Hopefully she got some money.
Oh, he's got a game plan already now for a man who won't get involved in this kind of lifestyle.
I ain't got no money, man. I got kids and a wife.
I understand. That's why I gotta look.
I don't even buy my lunch. My lunch in the back seat.
So it's look straight ahead and get to work as quick as possible.
Yeah, and get home as quick as possible. I got an hour and 30-minute drive every day.
Wow.
Whoa, dude.
That's serious.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
And I complain about my commute.
Man. You got an hour and a half commute, and you don't allow yourself to look to the left and the right and get entertained by some women that may be nearby. Are you worth checking out? Are you a good-looking guy, or are you just a tragedy? What's the situation there?
No, man, I played for a long time, man. I'm going to tell you now, I've done some things in my life, in my little short time me being here, man.
Well, answer my question directly. Are you a good-looking guy, or are you a horror show? What are we talking about here?
Oh, no, never that.
Horror show.
It's people on the phone right now. It's people on the radio right now listening to me. You know what I mean? They know.
That's Holiday.
That's Holiday. The day he took himself off the market was the day I put a black armband on my...
Do you hear the last name, buddy? You hear my name, Holiday?
Is that your last name?
Joke. My last name.
That's your last name. What's your first name?
My first. Now I can't give you my first name.
Oh, that would give it away.
Yeah, he comes from a long line of holidays.
It is a whole line of them.
Okay. My first name is Playas.
My family that's listening to me right now, they know who it is.
Yes.
The people out in the world that know who I am, they know who I am.
Of course. All across the globe, if he were to give his first name, they'd go, I thought that was him.
Now, are you interested in buying the Screech?
My first name is Stefan, man.
Are you going to support Screech's attempt at an income and buy this tape?
I'm not going to support it, but I don't knock nobody hustle, man.
But everyone that knows Holiday is expecting it in their Christmas stocking.
I want to have a happy holiday.
Yes. What a letdown.
Jeez.
Get yourself to work, would you please?
Man, how long you been out here, man?
About 8 days, yes.
No, really. I mean, real talk, man. How you been out here?
9
days.
9 days.
Yeah, 9 days.
9 days?
Yes.
You're all right, buddy. You're all right, man.
Oh, that's good to hear, yes.
Good to know that Holiday thinks you're all right.
Yes.
Holiday endorsement.
I believe that's about as complimentary as Holiday can get.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that, Holiday. That's very nice. But I've only been on the air in the Bay 9 days, but I'll tell you this. Don't try to sell me some bill of crap that you ain't looking to your left and your right and making the freaking just pathetic googly eyes at some woman in the next car. Trying to steer her off the road. Because I've done it a million times. Hasn't worked yet, but one day, Terry.
Yeah, it will, right?
It's the T-Man Show.
Call now. 1-866-663-T-Man.
No suicide attempt. I think I went home yesterday after I left the facility, and I took a couple pain pills, and then I had some treatment. I had a physician over treating my hand, and I think after that I was just kind of groggy a little bit, and took some extra pills with my supplements.
Yeah, why not? A little dessert.
And the 911 call with Kim, you know, she made because there were some pills that I had separated, and the bottle was on the table and it was empty. The rest of the pills were in a drawer.
Yeah, that's what I do when I have pills, Terry. I take them right out of the orange little bottle and fling them right into a drawer.
Sure, got to separate them out.
Just scatter them in a drawer.
That's the scatter noise, yes. It'll be on the CD.
Absolutely. That's the way you do it, Terry. And, hey, no one's going to know exactly what happened to Terrell Owens. We'll maybe have a little bit more of an enlightening moment when we hear the 911 call. I don't know if they're aware, but those 911 calls are like public record.
Right.
And they're talking about those being released over the next day or two. Maybe you get a little bit more insight when you hear the fear or lack thereof. Not that may or not be telling, but you may get a clue of some kind when you hear the 911 call. But, please, the bottom line is if Terrell Owens were to get on that podium and admit that he attempted to commit suicide, he wouldn't be playing for the rest of the year in the NFL.
Right.
They wouldn't be able to allow him back on the field. They would say he's going to need counseling. We can't allow someone who admittedly has attempted to take his own life to get on the football field. It's not appropriate, yada, yada, yada. So, he's got a lot of motivation, whether he did or did not commit suicide. He has a lot of motivation to say that he did not. He's not going to get out of that podium and say, yeah, I attempted it yesterday. It didn't work out, but I look forward to trying it again. He's not going to do that. All right? So, if you believe him and you believe his publicist or whatever she is, his PR agent's story, then you have to believe that the Dallas police lied. Now, it's not far-fetched for anyone to believe that the police can lie, but what would be, in this case, the police's motivation to lie? But when people ordinarily think that police are lying, it's to cover up something. Police had nothing to cover up here.
Right.
They were just... And these are medics and these are emergency technicians. They had nothing to cover up. They were just trying to attend to the situation. If you believe that his publicist is telling the truth, then you have to believe that the medics that were on call to respond to the situation just blatantly lied, because they were on record. They have put on the report. The police report says that this publicist of his pried pills out of his mouth that he was trying to swallow.
Yeah.
Now, either they just completely made that up, or she said those words to them.
Right.
One has to be true.
Yeah, trying to cover up the bloody glove they found. You always try to cover that crap up.
So, I don't know what to to imagine, but if you saw some interviews, and I was watching a lot yesterday on ESPN and stuff like that, they're interviewing a lot of former NFL players that have now broadcasting jobs, and they, one of them, I think it was Darren Smith, who used to play for the Cowboys, came right out and said, no one would be surprised that I know if it came out that T.O. attempted suicide. Given his personality and what everyone seems to know and believe about him, if the word came out that he attempted suicide, no one would really be shocked. That was the words he used. So, hey, it could very well be that he was depressed on Tuesday night, and unfortunately, it's a bad combination to be depressed and have a bottle of pills right there in your hand. And he took them, and then Wednesday morning when he came to, he realized, hey, I don't want to die. I made a mistake. A lot of times, how many times as a human being, we're all human beings, right? How many times have you thought to yourself, I wish I was dead? Fortunately, you don't have a gun or pills in your hands when you say that, because you never know what you're capable of doing. And he could have tried to take pills and maybe thought at that moment he wanted to die, and then the next morning he goes, I don't want to die.
Right.
He could have regretted it and been happy that he was alive. That's very possible. But what really happened? No one will ever know, except me. I always know.
That's kind of sad. There was a guy holding kids hostages yesterday on the news. Breaking news, T.O.'s going to speak.
Yeah, that's true.
Cut away from that story to T.O.
the high school.
That's what our country's come to, huh?
Yeah.
Much more important.
Those stories don't do much for anyone anymore. We've seen them all.
Right.
This was only 6 hostages. Come on.
Yeah, big deal.
Unless it's the whole school, don't break into soap operas.
Right.
What else is going on in the world, please?
Well,
we have bills to pay again this morning, Terry.
I know.
We have
I
a
love
whole hopper full of people that need their bills paid, want their bills to be paid by the T-Man, and another person's name is going to be called out in a matter of moments.
Well, looks like Lindsay Lohan's dad, Michael Lohan, who is in jail, by the way.
He's in jail.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan's dad's in jail?
Yeah.
What did he do?
All kinds of
He's got
crap.
drugs and DUI and fighting.
Just a little too overly white trash to be on the streets.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they said, I'm sorry, you really haven't done anything, but you're just a little too scuzzy. We got to put you in jail.
Yeah.
I see.
Never visits him or anything.
Yeah, they're
kind of disowned.
Doesn't even acknowledge that he exists, basically?
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't even know Lindsay Lohan's dad was in jail.
Well, and also
this
there's
is her biological father.
Yeah, there's abuse, domestic violence stuff with Lindsay and her mom and stuff.
I probably had heard that, but I just forgot all about it. But she has a dad who's in jail.
Yeah, Michael Lohan.
That
Lohan, whatever.
is cool.
Yeah. Well, according to a fellow inmate there, apparently he's going around the whole jail bragging about how cool he is, about how, wealthy he is, and his little sexual experiences with actresses, including having sex with his daughter's stunt double.
He's going around telling the other inmates how he had sex with his daughter's stunt double.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
That is gross.
The stunt double looked just like my daughter, too. It was really hot.
I know. What the hell?
Is that what he say?
I guess so.
Wow.
How else do you brag about it?
Oh, wait, it was just Herbie. Sorry.
It was just Herbie.
I hope this doesn't show a little insight, a little inner workings of the mind of the average dad out there.
I think it shows way too much of insight.
I'm hoping this is an isolated case, that dads don't have a longing to screw their own biological daughters.
I know.
And don't get turned on by the thought of screwing someone that looked just like her.
Oh.
But those are the words he's used?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. His daughter's stunt double.
His daughter's stunt double.
Yeah.
And stunt doubles, last we checked in the Hollywood World, Terry, tend to look a little bit like the person they're trying to portray there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What the hell kind of stunts is she doing?
When she fell off that cliff, that was pretty cool.
Some of those Herbie moments can be really dangerous.
Yeah. Don't want to bruise the derriere or anything,
Not on the movie set.
Right.
Like her dad did.
So did he, in fact, screw her stunt double? Can that be confirmed?
I'm just telling you.
Because if that's true,
that's
is hot.
Going on. That's what he's supposedly telling people.
Well, are we to conclude that he's
a little incestual there?
Oh, yeah. In the matter of speaking, should we conclude that he's turned on by the thought of having sex with his own daughter?
Well,
if he's so happy and proud and bragging about how he had sex with her stunt double, are we supposed to make that connection or no?
I would say yes.
Well, then lock him away for an extra 10 years.
Oh, he is just weird.
He's also the guy that says he walks around and pulls down posters of, his daughter in the prison guys put up. So he's actual protective of her, but...
Wow.
But likes to imagine having sex with her.
Tiny, you have a comment on this?
Yeah, man. Oh, he wrong. He wrong.
You have a problem. You see some kind of issue with this.
Man, I can be in the club working. She can be as hot as hell. But if she says her name's Lindsay, I go blind. I can't hear. I done stepped on a landmine in Vietnam.
I see. So you're referring to your own daughter. Your daughter's
Yes.
name is Lindsay?
Yes.
Oh, well, your daughter's name not. What's your daughter's name?
My daughter's name's Lindsay.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incidentally.
It happens to be the same name as Lindsay Lohan's dad's daughter.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
So it's just a little too
your-
close for him.
Your daughter's only like 6.
Yeah, but just the name Lindsay, period, is no.
Yeah. It's just too close for you, isn't
That
it?
and women named Annie. I don't want my mama either.
So in other words,
That is true. I'm not doing a Brenda.
so what you're telling us, Tiny, what you're telling us, if Lindsay Lohan came to your doorstep and said, "Do me, Tiny, I've heard all about you, and you're tremendously a powerful schlong," whoa. You'd say to her, "Oh, what's your name again? Oh, Lindsay Lohan." No, your first name doesn't work for me. And you'd throw her back into the middle of the street. Is that what you're telling me?
It won't work. It won't wake up.
It won't wake up. You'd slap it around trying to get it to wake up. You'd put the alarm clock right up to it, but it wouldn't wake up.
No, because he think he's going to turn into Cletus and make one of them inbred babies.
I see. So you're saying that you think you speak more for the average guy than Lindsay Lohan's dad.
Yeah, I hope so.
And you think the average guy is more apt to be scared?
I think it's just kind of creepy more than scared. It's just a crazy, it's a weird,
That's a skin crawler.
Mm.
It just gives an odd feeling because it's like,
For those who may not...
gives you that taste in your mouth where you go...
For those who may not know, Tiny is a bouncer in the club, Terry.
Yep.
A club near you, and he does, on occasion, talk to some of the ladies that are walking around the joint. And,
some of the time.
Some of the time. Even though he's fully aware of everything that's going on in the club. Even while he's collecting numbers. He will freak out. If you tell him your name is Lindsay, if you want Tiny, you better come up with a fake name.
Right.
Because if it's Lindsay, his situation will shrivel up really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get no action from him.
All right.
That makes sense.
Maybe you have to have a daughter to understand, Terry.
Maybe so.
Okay. Tiny, thank you for your thoughts.
Oh, yeah, you have a good one.
There he is. I better name my daughter Bob if I ever have one, Terry. I don't like ruling out any category of women.
Yeah.
I don't like ruling out any faction of women out there.
Right.
I'm definitely not naming my daughter like Jennifer or something, where I've taken out 6% of all women.
Yeah, bad move.
That's a bad move. There's a lot of Lindsays out there that Tiny can't even think about anymore these days.
Yeah,
Jennifer's love to drink and do it.
That's right. Jennifer's are sluts. You think I'm ruling that out? You can forget it. Naming my daughter Hector.
And the homecoming queen is Bob. Congratulations.
Second runner-up, Hector.
I don't know if she's the homecoming queen. I hope she has a stunt double.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, Steven.
If she is a stunt double, I'm all over that.
Oh, no, you're
I don't
not.
care what her name is.
Oh, geez.
Even if her name is Bob.
And also on a just quick side note on Lindsay.
Get to the hopper, tell you why you're talking.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Harry Morton actually has spoken up about their relationship and says that they're just kind of taking it a little bit.
That's what I'm naming my daughter. Harry Morton. The hairiest. Oh, look at this, Bill. Man, is this woman going to be happy we pulled this crap?
Okay.
This, all it says is credit collection service.
Oh, not
And all that means
good.
is not good.
Yeah. You're in collections? Oh.
Credit collection services. Yes, they have a 24-hour hotline just in case you ever get inspired to pay your bill.
Really?
They have an 800 number at your disposal, Terry, in case you ever come into a couple of bucks.
They're making it easy for you.
And they are looking for Jessica Torres of Hayward, California, Terry. They have made it very easy with the Touchtone service, 7 days a week. In English and Spanish, Terry.
Wow.
For Jessica Torres to get in touch with them if she ever feels like she's in the mood to pay her bill.
Oh, I got $5.
I only speak Swedish.
Let me call this.
But instead of being in the mood for Jessica Torres to pay her bill, she has done the even more bright maneuver, Terry. She sent her bill into the T-Man. Look where she's at now. Look where Jessica Torres is now, Terry.
I know.
She is one phone call away to our toll-free number. 1-866-663-T-Man for us paying collection services for her, on her behalf, Terry. You see how simple that is?
It is
And you
so
know
simple.
why that happened?
Why?
Because instead of wasting time going to that touch-tone hotline of collection services. She went to wild949.com, and she faxed in her bill to the T-Man.
Good deal.
And now her bill is going to be paid in full if she calls in 30 minutes or less. And it's 7:04 and 35 seconds right now.
Yeah.
We'll give her an extra 30 seconds.
Woohoo! Bonus seconds.
Oh, easy now, Stephen. I know you get excited about that. We're giving her till 7:35 to call in so we can take care of this for her. Obviously, this has been a minor issue in Jessica Torres' life.
Okay.
Yes, because they're quoting the law here on this bill.
Oh, my God. When they quote the law, you know you're in deep.
In compliance with federal law P:9-5-0109.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a very important one. You should know that one backwards and forwards. They shouldn't have to write it out for you.
That's a penal code.
Mm-hmm. Without prior consent of consumer, I don't even know. This office is once again encouraging you.
Encouraging you?
Come on, you can do it.
Directly.
Good, come on, you can.
To clear your serious delinquent obligation by remitting full payment in the envelope provided. We've even given you an envelope. We'll even come over your home and lick it for you. And the envelope, too. By contacting this office for assistance.
Assistance?
Yes. So you want money? Is that what? Yeah, you got to call them and they'll tell you.
Exactly what they want.
This is an attempt to collect a debt, and any information obtained will be used for that purpose. Yeah, that's why she has to pay the bill. She's afraid if she pays it, all the world's going to know her business.
Right.
1-866-663-T-Man. Jessica Torres of Hayward, California, 94541. We are holding your collection bill in my right hand, Terry.
All right.
Now my left, now my right. And
yes.
Go.
Don't miss up on this opportunity.
Yeah.
These people sound like they're getting a little perturbed with you.
Yeah. The encouragement will soon be a demand.
Because something you had, Jessica Torres, was canceled on March 22nd of 2006.
Wow.
It doesn't say what. It doesn't give me any information of how the bill all came about. I'm sure it's long since forgotten.
I'd love to know.
No one can, not even the collection people or Jessica or anyone can really even remember how this whole thing got started. All they know is that they want your money.
Yeah.
It was a bad check for a $10 teriyaki, and look where it got me.
Oh, jeez.
Something on March 22nd, 2006 got canceled, and I don't think it was your spicy teriyaki. Because last I checked, that's hard to cancel. But, please, you have faxed in your bill. Hopefully now you're listening and you're able to get through, and we can take care of this for you. We're rooting for you, baby.
The T-Man Show
returns after this.
Get ready!
I'm like many, more. How many players in the club?
She still got
I know you see.
Jessica Torres has a bill standing out like a sore ass in collections, Terry.
Yes.
And she takes the time to fax it in. She goes to the Wild 949 website to fax it in, to do her best, to hopefully have us one day pick it out of the hopper so she can be in position to have it paid.
Mm-hmm.
And after all that happens, after all that work and hard labor is put forth, Terry.
Yep.
Still no sign of Jessica Torres.
I don't get that.
No Torres, no.
Of course, every morning it's obligatory. It goes without saying that around 9 o'clock you get a whole slew of, like, groggy callers that phone in going, oh, yeah, it was a tough night. Whose bill did you call this morning?
Right.
That's not going to be Jessica Torres, right? That's not going to be her who has, what now, about less than 15 minutes to call in and get her collection bill taken care of?
Uh-huh.
From the looks of things here, we may be one of her last hopes on this bill, Terry.
Oh, come on, Jennifer.
You know she's been applying for that big business loan and the yacht she's wanted to purchase, and this could stand in the way.
Damn it.
This bill that she has in collections.
Oh, man.
Well, Jessica, you did the hard work. Mm-hmm. Now the easy work is all that's left.
Yeah.
1-866-663-T-Man, but right now no sign of Jessica Torres. Now, I hate to do this, but I would like to start taking phone calls here. I've been trying to put it off to give Jessica Torres as much of an opportunity, as much of a window to get through without having to fight all the phone callers she has to deal with. But I'm ready to start taking phone calls this morning. Anything anyone wants to talk about.
Still got to do a show.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's not about her.
Wow. Well, it kind of is. But 1-866-663-T-Man, yes, it is a Relationship Thursday, and anything that may be on your mind, whether it be a relationship problem you are currently experiencing, or any kind of dilemma that may be going on in your life that you need worked out, or anything you just may want to share with the T-Man. Now's a good time to do it, even despite Jessica Torres and her situation. 1-866-663-T-Man, while we perhaps open the phone lines and get a couple of those calls raring to go. Cherry, what do you have there?
Well, don't know if you know this or not, but the key to women being really good at sports is man hands.
Well, that's hot.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
According to researchers at King's College in London, they have found that a woman who had a long ring finger, like a man, is more likely to be good at sports.
Good at a lot of other things.
Yeah, wow. Their theory
Pretty
is...
good in her private time.
Wow.
Which reminds me, I got an Ask T-Man letter of the day I need to read today that...
It's about long fingers?
Believe it or not, yes.
Wow.
Can certainly be directly related to a woman with the, how you say, a long finger situation.
Wow.
Man hands.
Well, they say their theory is that it has to do, of course, with testosterone levels. The more testosterone makes a woman more competitive and more athletic.
And that's what we like in women.
Yeah.
Very athletic, very overly competitive.
Oh, sure.
And just amazingly adept at field hockey.
Look how the veins stick out on her forearms.
That is hot. Yes. Tim is calling. Good morning, Tim. How are you? Tim, are you there? All right, let's go to Jared.
Hello?
Yes, Jared.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good.
What do you got?
Well, I came back from active times from training, and came back. My girlfriend of nearly 2 years decided she didn't love me anymore, which was, I could understand it if...
yeah, it's hard to love you. You can realize that.
Oh, wow.
You were away where in active training? You were still in the neighborhood?
Yes, that's right.
So you never really left. But you didn't have as much contact with her as you normally have, or what was the situation? You made
Actually, I gave you the wrong answer. No, I was across country. She was West Coast, I was on the East.
Okay, so you were what, in like South Carolina? Where were you?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay, you were in North Carolina, and you were away for how long?
I was gone for 2 months.
2 months. Not the longest period of time in the world, Terry.
No.
You'd think a boyfriend and girlfriend that had something going there would be able to hang out and make it work for the 2 months that they were apart.
Right.
But she obviously saw it as a prime opportunity to get away from this bastard.
Right.
And when you got home from trying to put yourself in position to do this country right, I mean, as noble a cause as there really is these days, Terry, his girlfriend, upon his arrival back in this area, says to you what?
She wasn't feeling it anymore.
And she said she had been getting her own training while you were away. Some guy was giving her a little basic training herself.
Wow.
Choo-choo, my turn. Scoot over.
Some guy was making her do some squat thrusts. Is that what you got? Is that the word? Is that the lowdown that she gave you when you came back from doing your country well?
No, you know what? Unfortunately, as sad as it is, I heard that through the grapevine. And,
oh, my God.
All right, so she told you that she's not feeling it anymore, but you heard through the grapevine that she had been seeing somebody else.
Yeah.
And how long had you been going out before you went away to North Carolina?
He said 2 years.
2 years. About
a year and 10 months.
A year and 10 months he'd put in with this woman.
Yep.
Thinks everything is as good as a relationship could be. Is that overstating it? Did you have any worries when you left that maybe something like this could happen, or you were completely blindsided?
Yes, I did have worries when I left because...
Oh, you did? Because you knew that things were falling apart before you were about to leave, or what?
No, actually, there was a person that was trying to get with her. Wow.
There was a naked guy in my bed.
But I need more clues.
Right.
All right, so you knew that there was someone after her, and did she deny it all along that she was interested in this guy? I mean, I'm sure you asked her about him before you left.
Okay, this is going to sound... I'm going to make it sound horrible, but I really don't care at this point. Well, she had something with him before she got with me, so...
Okay, so it was an ex-boyfriend that she had dangling around. These dangling around ex-boyfriends that lurk in the shadows, Terry, need to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, but actually, this guy, knowing that she had an ex-boyfriend still lurking around in the shadows, should have. I mean, that's hint number one.
It's like cancer in remission, Terry.
I mean,
come back at any time.
Jeez. But seriously, I mean, he spent almost 2 years knowing that this guy's been around
Now,
the whole time.
Of course, being the dangler, from the dangler's point of view, being the dangler is a lot of fun, Terry.
Right.
If you're the dangler.
You have to know he was my friend, by the way.
I've been on the wrong end of the dangling, and I've been the dangler, Terry.
Wow.
Not really making up both. But
the dangler.
If you're the dangler, like this dude, his girlfriend was calling on him as soon as the moment he left for North Carolina, she called on the dangler to fill in some time, and then realized how much she missed him and all that bull crap that she realized was a big mistake. Anyway, the dangler has got a great life.
Sure.
The dangler.
Sure.
Now, when do you become the dangler instead of the danglee?
Dangly.
Because the dangler got it good in this situation. Am I right or what?
Huh? What was that?
The dangler, the guy who's the ex-boyfriend. He has it good right now in this situation with your girlfriend. You still call your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend?
My ex. No way.
Your
Are
ex.
you kidding me?
All right, so then what can we do for you? If she's your ex and you've moved on and you have no problem with that and you're back and you don't really care that much, what can we do for you?
Well, what my problem was, as much as, I moved on and stuff, she still calls me. We still, unfortunately, see each other at the college we go to.
Oh, so now he's quickly becoming the dangler, Terry.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, how the dangling tables have turned.
Yes. She likes that, though. She's the one in control, obviously, because she's the one who keeps the danglers.
She's very good at hanging on to these danglers.
She is.
What if the dangler wore Wranglers?
The dangler and Wranglers. Interesting, yes.
Maybe he should put on some Wranglers.
An interesting angler.
And when the dangler puts his Wranglers on a hanger, that is... Okay, maybe not.
We're stupid.
Oh, thank you, Terry. Jared, so where are we now? She's now asking you if you want a free spin card yourself or what?
I'm not sure.
She's making it pretty clear that if you want to use your free spin card, since you're the ex now, that you can jump back in for one quick lap around the track. Is that an option or what?
We've already done that several times.
See, she's good. She's a good manipulator.
Yeah,
she's
that's
getting the
what
best
I'm
of
saying.
both worlds, and both you guys are idiots.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow.
Terry danglers.
Jared, in case you didn't get that in translation, Terry Free, if I may, translate, just called you an idiot. Now, what is your reaction to this? She says you may think you're cool by talking about how you went back for seconds and thirds, even though you're broken up now, but you are nothing but a manipulated idiot.
And that's what I actually probably need to hear, but I'm not sure if how you break something like that off. Obviously, I still care for her, and I don't mind getting some every now and
When
then.
was the last time you ransacked the Steiner there, Jared? When was the last time you went diving in?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. And is this guy who was dangling when you were in North Carolina that became the primary boyfriend and probably still is he that? Is he still in the picture? Is he her boyfriend or what?
I don't know. I don't talk to her about that stuff. I don't look into it. I'm not one of those guys that will find out.
You went out with this girl for 1 year and 10 months, and you don't feel comfortable talking about her status with her?
I've tried, and it's never worked. I've already tried to talk to her. It always breaks down in unnecessary crying.
Well,
unnecessary crying. Who, yours?
Yes, he breaks down.
No.
Oh, hers. It's part of the manipulation.
Okay.
is, yeah.
Well, Terry called you an idiot. Apparently, that's what you said you needed to hear anyway. So whether you decide to keep going back for these quick little sessions that she is able to get out of you, that is going to be up to you, and I hope you get back to us and let us know what the situation is. Thank you, Jared.
All right.
All right. Now, Rachel had to be got to immediately, Terry, on the phone lines because she is considering having a threesome with her boyfriend.
Wow, yeah.
Rachel, thanks for joining us this morning. Hello.
Hi.
How
I'm
are
not
you?
considering it.
Oh, you're not considering it? It's been done.
No.
It's happening right now. What's the situation?
Wow.
My turn.
The thing is, we
Yes.
broke up 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you broke up with your boyfriend. That's
He
the
broke-
best time to have a threesome, Terry.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two danglers.
And he wants to do it with my neighbors.
Wait, what's this now? You broke up with your boyfriend 2 weeks ago, and now he wants to do it with your neighbors? So this really isn't a threesome that involves you?
No, it does.
Oh.
He wants all four of us
4.
So 3 women and you and him?
No.
Hey, I know we're broken up, but I've decided I want you and your 2 hot neighbors to do me.
Right.
It's a little presumptuous.
Yeah, it is.
That's a little bit, over the top as far as what he thinks he has coming to him, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So why are you calling us, even taking this question of his as to whether this can happen seriously? Are you contemplating a possibility of this happening?
I've told him that I don't want to talk about it, and I'm not that kind of person, and I don't want to do it.
I'm glad you called us not to talk about it then.
But no. But he keeps pressuring me into doing it.
He's not even your boyfriend anymore. You broke up with him. How does a non-boyfriend pressure you?
Well,
is he threatening you? Is he making it seem like your life is at stake if you don't produce these neighbors and yourself for a foursome?
We have a house together, so it's kind of like we're still technically together.
Can you really break up with the guy that you live in a house with, Terry?
It's awfully hard
to do.
He doesn't
live in here right now.
Can you really walk into the kitchen and say it's over and then go back to the bedroom and then see him a half hour later?
I hate you. Pass the salt, please.
Can you really break up with somebody you live with? If you break up with someone you live with, you got to move out.
Yeah.
You're
Somebody does.
You're not broken up until you move out.
He moved out.
I said move out. Oh, he moved out. All right.
Did he give you all the keys?
Did he give you all the cheese?
No, he still got his stuff here.
Oh, well, then he hasn't moved out.
Oh, Terry says it's not a move out until all of his possessions and or belongings, including his Wranglers on the hangers, are gone.
Well, the house is in both of our names.
All right, why don't you acknowledge? You can give us all these kind of excuses you want, that the house is in both your names, and he still has some stuff there, and you're broken up, yada, yada. You have to acknowledge that you absolutely are considering the prospect of this foursome, and on top of that, it turns you on more than anything in recent history has turned you on, Rachel. When are you going to come to grips with that reality, huh?
No, I understand that it turns me on.
Oh.
But I
was just stabbing in the dark there.
I know you were.
Kind of like he will be that night with the 3 neighbors.
Wow.
Or 2 neighbors and her. It does turn you on. I'm glad you admitted that. So it's only a matter of time, is what you're saying, that this actually comes to pass, that this actually happens. You will be having your ex-boyfriend and your 2 hot female neighbors all in one pot of... What?
They're not both females.
Oh, they're not?
One's a guy and one's a girl.
Uh-huh.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of losing my interest, actually.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I like this dude trying to get on 3 girls.
Hey, can you see if Mark's available too? Is he home from work yet?
So he's demanding a foursome. I mean, he wants a big pile-on with another guy and 2 girls? Is that what he's...
Pretty much.
That's
Or
what he
he
wants.
just wants... Or he just wants...
Oh, my gosh, they touched.
One guy.
What? He wants what?
He wants a threesome with another guy.
Oh, that's odd. I always find that kind of odd.
Oh. Would you like to elaborate on that, too?
No, I mean, it just sounds odd to me.
Oh, okay. Thanks for elaborating. All right. Rachel, so what do you need from us? What can we do for you? You want us to provide the venue? Is the Monster Truck Pit available, Terry? What are we doing here?
I want to know what you would do.
What I would do?
Yeah.
If I was you? All right, let me become you. Hang on. Let me become you. I need a second to become you. Here I go. Okay, I feel like I'm you. All right, I do it.
You would do it with the guy?
With 2 guys. Huh?
That's right.
2 guys and 2 girls.
Mm-hmm. If I was her, I would do it, yes.
He probably just wants to swap. I don't think he's really dying to be with the guy.
That's what I'm wondering. Is it a swap situation or is it a pile-on situation? She said it was a pile-on situation.
That's why I think that sounds awesome.
Again, I'll ask you, Rachel, is it a pile-on or is it a swap, tag out into one room and then go into the other room with the other 2? You know what I'm saying?
It would be both.
It would be both. It's just a free-for-all night that they're working on there, Terry.
Pick a hole and go.
Has he dabbled in that stuff before, do you know? I mean, does he enjoy the boys?
Oh, geez.
No.
Stephen wants to know if he has any gay tendencies.
No.
So he's not one who experiments. He's not bisexual. He's never looked
No,
through
he just says he wants to see another guy.
Mm-hmm. He just wants to see another guy be with you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
makes
different,
sense.
yeah.
That I can relate to.
So it's not.
Doesn't want to join in.
So that's not a pile-on if he's not joining in. He wants to sit back and watch you be.
Well, no, then he wants to come in.
Oh, then he wants to pile on.
Or just tag in, maybe.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing hotter than watching someone else do my wife. I mean, it really does it for me.
Well, there you go. All right, so how close do you think, this day coming about? Is it possible that this will happen this weekend, or what?
I don't know.
Because you have all the players. It's not like you need a person to make the foursome complete. You have all the cast of characters all ready to go, right?
Technically. I haven't talked to my neighbors about it.
Oh.
Oh, so no.
It's a mere technicality, Terry.
Do they seem like they would be into it, though?
Because I know no matter what house I go to on my block,
Right.
if I tell them about a foursome, they're running over with aprons and bibs on, yes.
Bibs.
Yes. All right, well, let us know how this works. I think, why not? What are you worried about?
But she says she's not that type of person, so is she really going to get in?
Everyone's that type of person.
No, that's not true. Is she really going to get enjoyment out of it? I mean,
if she wasn't that type of person, we wouldn't even be discussing it right now. We're obviously discussing it because she has this type of person somewhere inside her, probably raging away inside her. It's not some small part of her. It's probably a large part of her, a very large part. So why are we even discussing this? You know it's going to happen. You know.
I want to be with my ex-boyfriend. We've been together for 3 years, and I don't want something like this to ruin it.
So you're doing this so you can keep the relationship civil between you and him?
No, I don't want to do it because of that.
Or you don't want to do it because of that?
She thinks it'll ruin the relationship.
You think this will ruin anything? Well, you're broken up with him anyway, so it's basically ruined anyway. So
you're done anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. Come on.
Just do it.
Oh, jeez.
Being a wuss.
I don't know.
Do it and then see if it ruined the relationship.
Yeah.
And then if it did, no harm, no foul. You're already broken up, right?
Stephen, I am so surprised that you are into this.
How long had you
I'm
two?
so into it.
How long had you two gone out before you broke up?
It's been 2 weeks.
Now, how long did you go out before you broke up?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. And he never suggested anything like this in the 3 years. Now, all of a sudden, you're broken up for 2 weeks, and he wants to have a foursome.
No, he's actually mentioned it about 2 months ago.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe that's why he had to break up with you. He knew that this was what would have to happen for you to actually get into this idea. Yeah, you need to be more fun. Nothing lamer than a boring girlfriend.
Oh,
well,
my God.
You learned your lesson, so the next guy around is going to have it good. All right, very nice. Let us know how it goes, if you actually do have it. Have you made a decision as to what you're going to do, yes or no?
No.
No.
She shouldn't do it just to try and keep the guy. That's
the
smart.
only reason she's doing it.
That's the only reason to do it.
No, it's not. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Then what's the right reason to do this? What's
You
the
know
right
what?
reason to have
If
a
it's
foursome?
not her, and the only, I mean,
It is
if she's
her.
that desperate to keep the guy.
Did I just explain to you that it is her?
I don't think
that
it is.
we wouldn't even be having this conversation if it wasn't her. All
The only reason we're having
if it's truly not you, you don't even think about it 2 seconds after you were asked it. Okay? Trust me on this. The T-Man knows.
Okay.
If it's not you, and Rachel knows this.
The burning bush has spoken.
If it's not you, you forget the question that was asked of you 2 seconds after it was asked. You laugh it off. You forget it ever was asked. You don't even consider it. She's working over this in her mind for the past 2 weeks or however long it's been.
Because he keeps bringing it up.
If it wasn't a consideration, she wouldn't be calling us about it. Of course it's her. So, address the real you. Have this happen, I say, sometime around 11 p.m. on Friday. And call us back on Monday. All right?
Have them over, place categories, and see where it leads.
Categories?
I mean, how sure is she that this couple's into it, I wonder?
I don't know.
You better be pretty sure. It's a pretty serious question to be asking people.
Your neighbors.
Oh, no, we're Mormon, and we don't do stuff like that. I'm sorry. A tad awkward.
And then those Mormon neighbors would forget about that question 2 seconds after you asked it.
Exactly.
They'd probably be more likely to think about it.
Oh, yeah. Can we have kids? Okay, then we're in.
That's nice. Uh-huh. 1-866-663-T-Man. Terry, how many relationship problems have we solved so far this morning?
I got 3.
Uh-huh. You really believe that?
Well, actually, no, 0. But
I should have asked the second question.
yeah.
I've only taken 2 calls and we've solved 3 problems. Amazing rate of success, ladies and gentlemen. 1-866-663-T-Man.
The T-Man Show.
Don't you know?
We'll return after this.
Jessica Torres is toast, Terry.
Yeah, looks that way.
Here I am, so ready and able and willing to just take her right out of collections. No fuss, no muss. And Jessica Torres doesn't call back in 30 minutes
Oh, well.
or less.
Guess your credit report sucks right about now.
Jessica Torres from Hayward, California, had her bill pulled this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Jessica Torres is being harassed. And harassed is an understatement. by some collection credit service. Giving her every line in the credit service collection industry playbook. That's what they're giving her.
Mm-hmm.
They're quoting laws. They're giving her hotline 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to call to hopefully get a payment out of her. They're telling her that she's in serious delinquency, that she's breaking laws. Yeah. And here I am, ready to rectify everything that Jessica Torres has going on. She does everything properly, Terry. She faxes it in. She's a good listener.
Mm-hmm.
And then she doesn't get through. Obviously wasn't meant to be. I got to pull another person's bill now, Terry. I feel bad for Jessica Torres.
It's like her bill. She's late on this, too.
I know.
It even has her phone number here. I can call her and tell her how she blew it. Jessica, what's going on? You blew it.
Do that.
I was out late last night. You got to forgive me. Click, click.
See you later.
I'm pretty sure when you're in collections, you don't answer strange numbers.
Yeah.
Definitely not picking this one up.
All right, well, let's see if she picks up. Call her and tell her she blew it, man. I dialed wrong. Hang on. 510.
You'll get the sob story if I tried.
I'm not going to be the only person dialing this number today. She's going to say she tried to get through?
Oh, yeah, they always say that.
No, she's just waking up.
Oh, jeez.
You have reached mailbox number 5107.
She doesn't even have an outgoing message. I want to know what her voice sounds like.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Jessica, T-Man here. I love you, baby. And you are obviously a very good, diligent, hard-working listener. 94.9 in the Bay, and we pulled your bill this morning, and we waited a long time for your call. I'm sure there's some other people that feel the same way. And we didn't get one from you.
Right.
And you're killing us, because here I am, ready to pay off every cent of your collection bill, make you go worry-free for one day of your life, if not many, for the first time and obviously a long time. And what the hell?
Jeez.
She doesn't call back. Oh, we'll put your bill back in the hopper. The likelihood of it being picked again is very slim.
Right.
But technically, it'll be back in there.
Yes.
Because that's the rule, Terry. I should really rip this damn thing up right now.
Say one time and one time only, honey.
Jessica, anytime you feel the need to speak back, go ahead. But I am here to tell you that you were this close, and yet so far. What a shame. I'm over it. How about you? Oh!
She's going to love this voice message.
Yeah. Thanks for the call. Talk to you later.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wait, I called her.
Yeah.
Terry, I got to reach back in the hopper and pick another bill.
All right. I want to pay somebody's bill.
Jessica Torres!
Whoa!
No, just playing it out of your hand. See, what do I have here? I have Christina Barcelona, it looks like. Christina Barcelona from Tacoma.
Oh, all right.
Christina Barcelona, you are now on the clock. Let's see what this bill is all about. This is a Macy's, a credit card, a bill.
What you buy?
It does not say.
Oh.
And this is a pet peeve of mine, but there is a late payment fee of $25 that does point out on this bill. Aside from that, there is nothing as far as any information except that her annual percentage interest rate is 8%, and which is actually pretty low.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's really low.
Her daily periodic rate, I don't get all this
She has
stuff.
a period every day.
Oh, jeez. That's kind of grody. But it's for $654.08.
Whoa!
We will pay every cent of your $654.08 Macy's credit card bill, Christina Barcelona.
Wow.
If you call back, 1-866-663-T-Man. May not be easy to get through because we have a lot of phone lines taken. Samantha, you are calling in. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you?
Frustrated.
Oh, well, how can I take away some of that frustration, Samantha?
Well, I need your advice.
Well, you called about as good a number as you could ever call in your life, looking for advice.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's me being rather humble because there is no better number. All right? So how can I help you, Samantha? What's the problem in your world? Is it a relationship issue that you're struggling with right now?
Oh, is it ever?
Oh, that's my specialty. What's the problem?
T-Man.
Can't help you. Oh, just playing. Go ahead. Yes.
I have been with my boyfriend for a little under 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And The relationship is good,
Yes.
except for one thing.
Except for one thing.
He plays piano in the dark.
Oh, jeez.
Just trying to get that
I
out.
hope, yeah.
What is that one thing? Because there's a million things coming to my mind as to what this could be, one funnier than the next. What is, you tell us, because time is short and so am I, what is the one thing that is really a problem in your 8-month relationship, give or take a few days? Go ahead.
He doesn't touch me.
Oh, jeez.
In bed.
Well, have you seen you?
You guys are stuck on the phone.
Are you good looking? Are you a hot woman? Would you touch you if you were him? Yes?
Oh, yes.
Oh, so you say you're describing yourself as a pretty good looking woman.
Yes.
Would you go a little bit further as far as a description of yourself? Can you give us a couple of characteristics of the physical makeup of you, Samantha, from Tacoma? What do you look like?
Well, I'm about 5'5".
Yeah,
I'm
no, I'm just playing. Go ahead, yes. 5'5".
I'm a little on the thick side. I'm not skinny.
Oh, I didn't see this coming, Terry, at all. What a blind side.
Wow, what's 5'5" and thick?
A little on the thick side, 302.
Oh, my God.
Quarter
Is that what you were
pounds.
saying?
150.
You're 150.
Oh, that's not...
That's workable. That's very workable, Terry. That's more than workable. I'm working, yes.
You're working?
You're putting in
Good.
overtime sometimes on 150. All right, so you're 5'5", 150.
150.
Well, it all depends how that's proportioned, but
It's proportioned quite well. I got a nice ass.
Oh, jeez.
Got a nice chest.
He won't touch you, so you're just one of the many women out there that has obviously hooked herself up with a gay man.
Wow.
Well, I don't know what's wrong. I mean, okay. We have sex on a regular basis, but it's just sex. There's no foreplay.
How does that work when you don't touch somebody?
It's the touchless sex.
I guess so. It's like simulated. What?
Right after they came out with the touchless car wash, they came out with the touchless sex, so you don't get any swirls on your body.
Okay. Is it, sex over glass? What?
Oh yeah. How? When you said he doesn't touch you, I assumed you hadn't had sex yet. But you.
No. Look, we have sex on a regular basis, but it's just sex. There's no touching. There's no kissing. He's been in my breast region about 3 times in the relationship, and he's never touched me below the waist.
All right, listen to me. Hang on the line because we all got to work this through, and I got to take a break.
No kidding.
I'm gonna take a touchless pee, and then we will come back and we will figure out what the hell's going on with Samantha and her boyfriend.
So you don't need me in the bathroom this break?
Yeah, it's the touchless pee. Okay. When I get the full-on touch pee, that's when I'll be needing you. Yes. Terry.
Yeah.
Again, when she said he hasn't touched her, didn't you think that they hadn't had sex yet?
Yeah, I did.
All right, well, I'm glad we straightened that out.
Get connected with T-Man by dialing 1-866-663-TMAN.
That's right! It's the T-Man Show.
Wasn't this predictable? Now we got Jessica Torres calling in on one of these phone lines, Terry, crying, whining, complaining that she should have her bill paid because she's calling now, but well outside of the 30-minute window.
Big time, yeah.
Her bill in collections. She had 30 minutes to call back. What's it going to be her excuse there, Pasty? She tried to get through, couldn't do it. What's going to be her story?
Something.
Should I even put her on the line, Terry? Something. Thanks for the scoop there, Pasty. All over it, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Should I put her on the line?
Sure.
I already left her a message, Terry.
Well, I
How
know.
much talking to Jessica Torres do I need to do today?
You know, a little rub it in a little bit more, maybe.
Aren't we a little tardy, Jessica?
Of course.
She sounds kind of
MySpace.
Whoa, easy.
This is Jessica Torres of Haywood, California?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Now, how could you find yourself in such a credit collections predicament?
I was an insurance company. I canceled my insurance, and then they're charging me after I canceled.
Yes. And why didn't you call in the 30 minutes or less that is required for us to pay this?
It's so funny because I only listened to you for a few minutes while I was on my way to work, and I didn't bring my earphones today, so
Yeah, me neither.
I couldn't call.
Yes. And now you're at work?
Yeah, I'm at work right now.
Oh. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing some jeans and tank top.
Really? Tank top, huh?
Hey.
Yeah.
How many people work in your office?
About, in the office, about 10.
Mostly guys?
No.
Mostly women?
Yeah.
You like it that way?
Doesn't matter.
You'd rather there be guys checking you out in your little tank top, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, you little bad collections agency girl, huh?
No.
You run my debt up and don't even bother paying it kind of bad girl, huh? You'd rather have guys checking you out in your little tank top. All kinds of visuals going on in their head all through the day about how and when and in what positions they be doing you, right or wrong?
I don't know.
It's amazing how you convince people.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
How's that working out for you?
Good.
Yeah? How long you been seeing this guy?
About a year, a little over a year.
Yeah, you're satisfied in every way a woman can be, or what?
Yes.
Oh, you're lying now. Why lie? I'm actually considering what to do with Jessica Torres here, Terry.
I'm not
lying.
What makes you think she's lying?
Because no man can completely satisfy a woman, Terry. We don't have the ability. Are you kidding me? We're not even close.
Maybe his, him satisfying her is what she's used to. She doesn't know any better. She doesn't know anything.
She doesn't know that she's unsatisfied.
Yeah.
Because she's the best that's ever come along.
Right. So she doesn't know.
She doesn't know what satisfaction is what Terry Free's saying. Could that be the case, Jessica Torres? Huh? Answer me!
I wouldn't know.
Oh. And what is your work day going to be like today? What are you required to do on the job? Besides wear your little tank top and your very impressive jeans.
I'm in the computer all day.
Really? What are you doing on the computer?
Just
updating your MySpace with really hot pictures, or what?
I actually listened to the internet all day while 94.9.
Well, that's a nice little plug
But
for
not
the,
today. I
the
didn't
old
bring my
streaming
earphones.
aspect of the station, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, but you forgot her earphones today, Terry. So it's
Yeah,
all...
but I get them on my lunchtime.
She's going to have to talk to herself all day to entertain herself. So, do you have a MySpace or what?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, without further ado,
It's set
why
to
don't you?
private.
Why don't you, it's set to private? You're already there, Steven. Steven doesn't even need to.
Dirty bastard.
He's such a pervert and dirty bastard. Doesn't even need
you're a
information on how to get there. He's already there.
He's like a bounty hunter.
Yes. Steven.
A dirty
Good.
dog.
I know how to
hunter.
figure it out.
Jessica, you sound sweet enough. It's really going against the rules, but rules never apply to me as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, there's a disclaimer.
I laugh at rules, Terry. So she hasn't even begged or asked us, which is a nice little aspect that she's taken here. It's a nice little position that she's taken here, Terry. So because of that, and because she's being rather cordial and all that, Terry, I'm going to pay this bill.
Wow. Are you
what a
serious?
nice guy.
Even though she is well outside the 30-minute window.
You think?
39 bonus minutes.
Yeah, okay.
What do you think of that, Jay Torres?
Thank you.
Yes.
Wow.
So now one would say, you owe me one? Don't forget your headphones when you come to see me. Because we'll be back down to the bay in just a little bit.
Yeah.
No, that's not how I do it, Terry. If she doesn't come voluntarily, I don't want her. Okay, I'll take it any way I can get it. Jessica, regardless of that, we're going to pay this bill.
Thank you.
You need not worry about your bill in collections any longer.
Yeah, that's the only one I have.
Oh, of course it is. That's what I always tell everyone. Anyhow, congratulations on that.
Way to go. You're a lucky girl.
I'm going to put you on hold so you can get more information, or we can get more of that from you, and obviously we are desperately seeking that.
Yeah.
Hang on the line.
Be Steven's friend.
All right? You loving the T-Man or what?
Of course.
What?
Of course I love the T-Man.
All right, whatever.
Oh, wow.
Hang on, that sounded sincere. Anyway, Jessica Torres of Hayward, California's bill is paid for. And that
Congrats.
means we may be paying 2 bills this morning, Terry.
Oh, I was going to just ask you because I
Double
know
bill.
that you had called the other name.
Hey,
So
I'm not going to be sitting here as some kind of liar saying I'm going to pay Christina Barcelona from Tacoma's bill, and then she calls in and not pay it.
Okay.
Barcelona from Tacoma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the hell's MoMA?
Christina Barcelona is still on the clock from Tacoma, Washington, and if she calls in, her, Macy's bill for $654.08 will be paid as well, Terry. We're paying bonus bills.
Wow.
Bonus bill, double bill. Lots of bills.
All right, easy, Steven. Steven gets really worked up, and it doesn't take much. All he has to do is find someone's MySpace, and he gets really happy.
You know, it is very creepy that
What's
he
the verdict on that, though?
finds it.
How's
so
she
quick.
looking, Steven? I didn't even want to ask.
It's a small picture. You can't really see it. But if there's pictures of 2 girls on there, one with a very short skirt and one with jeans on, and I don't know which one she is.
Oh.
Which one are you rooting for her to be?
I'm trying to get a closer look.
Whoa, wow. He's got his nose pressed up against the screen, it sounds like. Yes.
A magnifying glass.
Samantha,
out.
you still there?
Yes.
Oh.
What's up with you again? What were we talking about with her? Her boyfriend won't touch her, but he'll dive in for a quick little session and then run back to go play chess.
So really what she is missing is the foreplay. She's wondering why she doesn't get foreplay.
What the hell? What are you expecting? Where do you think you're living? What planet do you think you're on? Foreplay.
Well, believe it or not, there are some guys who
every once in a while would be nice.
He's obviously just considering marriage with you, and he's preparing you for that. Foreplay.
Is that the big hint?
She wants tips on how to get her boyfriend to give her some foreplay?
Yes.
There are no tips. No tips.
Do you believe that either he's a foreplay guy or he's not? You can't teach a guy to give foreplay?
Of course you could teach a guy if he's inspired, Terry, but he's got her right where he wants her. She ain't going anywhere. You going anywhere, Jessica? If he doesn't start giving you foreplay, you going anywhere? Of course not. He knows you're not going anywhere. Why is he inspired to give you foreplay? Not interested. Just dive in, dive out. He's taken care of. End of story. Are you going anywhere? Are you prepared to move on with your life if you don't get any foreplay sooner or later out of this guy? Yes or no?
No.
All right. So, what's his inspiration? You might as well be a glory hole to him.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Well, does he expect foreplay from her?
Yes.
Oh, he does?
Oh,
yes.
well then,
and
stop that.
What kind of, yeah, right. What kind of foreplay, she can't help it, she loves it. What kind of foreplay are you giving him?
Oral sex,
Oh,
whatever he wants.
Wow. And then you'd like some of that in return? You can forget it, especially if you're going out with a black man. Because unlike what you see in the pornos, Terry, where they are superstars, the average black man is not going to be really interested in oralizing his woman. Right or wrong, Terry?
I would assume you're right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, there are a couple of weirdo white guys that really get some fascination out of watching these girls supposedly go crazy when they're doing that.
Right.
But most women will actually feel more or less uncomfortable when white guys are doing that. So, you're kind of losing out in both ways. So
she needs a woman.
Is that what you're kind of hoping for? You hoping to get that oralization returned as far as that favor, or what?
Yes.
Oh, you can forget it. And you don't even want it. Trust me.
Is it overrated?
It's a disaster.
And once he does it, you won't want it.
That's true.
Jeez, you guys.
So that's what you're looking for. You want that. Is there anything else you want that we could jot down here in your list of demands?
My Pretty Pony?
Barbie? Mr. Potato Head? What else can we throw on top of here?
The brats are really popular.
What else would you like on your list of requests from your boyfriend, in case he might be listening?
In case he might be listening.
Yes.
Some kissing would be nice.
Kissing. Disgusting.
Oh, it is not. You like to kiss, and you know it.
I love kissing, but I speak for all women and represent all men, Terry. And as a representation of all men, I can say on behalf of all men, disgusting.
You wouldn't kiss a glory
I happen
hole.
to be the exception. You definitely don't want to kiss a glory hole.
Come caress the plywood.
He doesn't even want to kiss you, Samantha? Why? Why do you think that is?
That's just wrong.
I don't know. If I bring it up, he'll do it once or twice, and he thinks he filled his quota, and that's it.
And then he'll gag a few times and then go right in for the rest of it, or what?
Pretty much.
How long again have you guys been together? 3 years, you said?
No. We've only been together
year.
for not even 8 months yet.
Oh.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Seems kind of odd that he doesn't like doing that kind of stuff.
Oh. Stephen
That's what I'm thinking.
If you're able to translate what Stephen Kilbreth just said, he's volunteering to come over and do the kissing for him, and then he'll leave upon the boyfriend's entrance to do the rest.
See, that's fine. You know, you'd probably rather have the foreplay and all that than the sex if you had to choose one for the rest of your life.
I doubt it.
Wow.
No, this woman, I bet she says yes.
I guarantee she says no. If she really, now this sounds like it's just a hypothetical question. If it was actually a realistic question and she honestly had to choose and she would have to abandon the other that she doesn't choose for the rest of her life, she ain't choosing foreplay over sex. All right, but I'll ask you just for formality's sake. Now think about this hard before you answer, because women are like this. They don't know what they want there.
Right, it's not foreplay with Steven, is it? Just to make sure.
If you could have one or the other, but whatever you choose, you can't have the other for the rest of your life. Would you rather have the foreplay or the sex? Now think hard. Would you like some time?
No, I think I'll go with the foreplay.
Yeah, ridiculously.
I would too.
But wait a minute.
Because you can still come.
You're ridiculous. All right, easy now. You're ridiculously either warped or you are just lying to us. And she doesn't know what she wants. Like, as I've said, Terry, typically about most women in the world, one very similar trait and characteristic prevails. You know what that is, Terry? Do you want to tell the listening audience, for those who may be new to the program? I'll tell them for you to end the suspense. They don't know what they want! And Samantha, you've only added onto that heap of history of women that have preceded you and live alongside you as we speak right now.
So you'd be willing to give up all the sensual fun stuff that, T-Man.
What are you talking about?
I mean, all of the stuff that leads up to the...
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Sensual fun stuff.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Like the Hummers that you love and all that kind of stuff, you know?
All right, the way you package it, it just sounds so very fascinating. However, if given the true situation where I had to abandon one or the other, and couldn't go back, please, do we have to discuss this?
Well,
I didn't think so.
okay.
AZ is calling from Walnut Creek. Good morning, AZ.
Hey, what's up, man?
How are you, sir?
Good, good. How about you?
I'm glad you called in to add a little bit of something to the program. Yes, AZ. How can I be of help to you?
The situation is, I met this girl about 2 years ago, and, you know, we've been cool and everything. She introduced me to her parents and stuff, and everything was fine. And I met her sister's husband.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of cool at the beginning, right? But we went on it was their wedding and stuff. He was her fiance at that time.
All right, listen, AZ. Time is short, and so am I. You're going to have to get to the highlights of the story. You're going to have to get to the point. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, this guy is racist. That's the main thing.
Your girlfriend's brother is racist.
Brother-in-law.
No, my
Close
girlfriend's
enough.
brother-in-law. Yeah.
Okay, he's a racist, kind of KKK-ish kind of guy, or what?
Exactly, man. He's a big-time WT, man. Big time.
And you're considering, like, being with this girlfriend for a long period of time, if not the rest of your life, or what?
Man, I love this girl, man.
He loves this girl, Terry.
I love this
He's
girl.
prepared to make a life with this girl.
I love this girl.
How can he...
We bought a house together and everything.
Wow, he really does love her.
Mara,
Yeah.
how could you prepare to have a life with this girl when she's got close family members, when she's got basically flesh and blood that are racist? You want to live a life where all of a sudden you're wondering whether when you open your eyes in the morning you're going to wake up to the smell of marshmallows burning on your front lawn. There's a dozen crosses burning, and you see your brother-in-law running away from the scene, and you're like, I thought we were family.
Damn, you scaring me, man.
Is that what you want? Is that what you need?
Oh, man.
There are plenty of women out there that you can love.
But he's found the
this
right
one is
woman.
special, man. This one is special. I went through a divorce before.
I can see
And I'm
it.
like, you know, and I said, you know what, I would never hook up. I would never, like, be serious with a girl, but this one is something else, man, seriously.
You don't need it.
I don't know what you do with this guy, man.
Just as quickly as you learn to love this girl, you can learn to unlove her.
Oh, come on.
Well,
It's
before
not
you know
that
it, before you
easy.
know it, you're going to wake up in
no.
a sack at the bottom of an ocean.
Oh, stop it.
You need that, Terry?
He's not going to wake up. He's at the
Well, no,
bottom.
he's not
He's not gonna wake
While
up.
her brother-in-law is throwing him over the edge, his wife, if she turns out to one day be that, is going to be like, but I love him. But it's too late. Okay, there he goes. All right.
Well, but the thing is that
You don't need that.
how often do you see the sister and brother-in-law, and how much of a part of
Not
are
often
they in your
enough,
life?
because if you know anything about your enemies, Terry, you want to keep them closer. Didn't you learn that from The Godfather? Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing
we
is-
only get together in family function, like on her mom's birthday. I was pissed because some stuff happened in Germany. We all went to Germany, and
You don't need
he
it.
treated me like crap.
You don't
and
need it.
He was calling me names and stuff in
Yeah,
Germany.
that's
and I'm
great.
like,
I can only imagine what he was calling you. You don't need it.
I'm in Germany. I got lots of back. I'll say whatever I want.
You don't need this, AZ.
No, seriously, listen to me, man.
I'm hearing everything you're saying. I want to stop listening to you. It's driving me crazy. You don't need it.
No, listen. On her mom's
Oh, he's afraid. He's thinking if I start listening, then I'll be persuaded to his side of the story, Terry. The thing is, I've been listening now for a good 5 minutes, and he doesn't need it.
No, but I love the girl, man. Come on, put yourself in my
Well, you
shoes.
learn to unlove her quick. All right?
Man, I just proposed to the girl. I bought her $9,000 ring, man. Come on.
All right. Well, that's
he's not unloving her anytime soon.
$9,000, a small price to pay for your peace of mind.
Well, how does the fiance feel about it?
You forget that $9,000, it'll be nothing when you go on to find a new girl who's got a normal family.
Just fax your bill into here.
All right? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Fax your $9,000 jewelry store bill to us. We'll take care of it for you if we pick it out.
You only put $100 down.
What would you do instead of breaking up with the girl? What would you do? I mean, I broke his nose and he doesn't want to stop.
Uh-huh.
So what would you do?
There's already been
Oh, you mean you broke his nose and he doesn't see your point now? Oh, what a shock. Okay. He needs me to tell him what I would do? Have I not gone now beyond what's necessary to try to pound some sense into this man's head?
But the thing that I'm curious about is how does her parents react? How does she react? That kind of thing.
The fact that she has no control.
No, she does.
No, apparently she doesn't, because he's called you names. I can only, as I said, imagine what those names are. I think it's pretty clear what they probably are.
Yeah, exactly. I'm from North Africa, so that made it worse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
AC?
Yes, sir.
Call us back if you can in the future. And hopefully my words to you, my advice to you will sink in. Maybe it's not sinking in now. But maybe after you get a good day's work in and a good night's sleep, you're going to realize the T-Man will never steer you wrong. Screw this.
No.
Screw this wench. You'll find another.
Nah, I don't think so, man. If
this is happiness, Terry, then this is an easy-to-please guy.
Well, but the thing is that him and his fiance are happy, and that's all he really needs to be concern himself with.
But how can she be happy when her family's like that?
But it's only one person, correct? Or is it the entire family?
Yeah, it's only one person.
Wait and see.
Her family
wait and see how happy he is at the family picnic when he's hanging by his ankles, Terry.
Whoa!
Let's wait and see if that's what happiness is all about. You don't need this guy in your world. All right? He's weird. He's crazy.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I don't trust crazy people. That's why I try to keep as far from myself as possible. All right? But I'm not crazy in that way. I know what people are like that are like. All right?
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I mean, I've never been exposed to this kind of thing before.
I'm not listening anymore. Obviously, you've made up your mind. So why are you even calling? Why'd you even bother calling?
No, I just needed advice from you.
I'm giving it to you! As far as I'm concerned, you're married already. You're at your 40th wedding anniversary. What would you like for your anniversary?
Say that again?
I'm not getting it for you. Don't worry about it. All right, thank you for the call. What is he even calling for? Man's nuts! He's more nuts than the brother-in-law. Be hanging around. How many women there are out there? Fall in love with someone else. Got a normal family.
Does anybody ever have a normal family? I mean, what's normal? Really?
Less scary normal.
Okay.
Man.
Less racist.
Less racist, but a little bit.
That's good.
That'd be progress.
They just talk about him behind his back.
No.
Not to his face.
Let me get to the ST-Man letter of the day.
Okay.
ST-Man letter of the day.
Oh, jeez. Who's got to marry into this family over here?
God.
This is Steven.
Uh-huh.
I'm Steven.
Okay. Let me take a break.
Chin.
And these are his other ones. Let me take a break. And when we come back, we will take more calls.
Okay.
Do I have Christina Barcelona now on the line?
Oh, geez.
I am going to pay $2 bills today.
Yeah, you are.
What is that answer? He goes, well, maybe. How can it be a maybe? Either I do or I don't. Do I have a Christina Barcelona on the line? You're not convinced it's really her?
I'm not convinced. I got to check the bill out, make sure it's her.
You're a very thorough producer.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, with the horn rim glasses.
Heavy breathing.
Breathing hard, yeah.
And
Heavy breathing.
Smoke a breath.
And all the rest that comes along with you.
Absolutely.
You're a fascinating guy.
Thank you.
Okay.
He really is.
Lots to love.
Whatever family gets married in with you,
lucky.
Very, very lucky.
Oh, goodness.
My brother-in-law breathes heavy all the time, and I can't figure out why.
And my husband doesn't touch me?
He's like a non-stop harassing phone call.
But they're wealthy.
Okay. Gosh. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Call now. 1-866-663-T-Man.
That's a new cut off the Ludacris album that came out. I think did it come out Tuesday? Just this Tuesday. Just came out this past Tuesday, Terry. That's right? That's correct? That's right. It's big time.
Yeah,
absolutely
he
big
is.
time, and that's the gift that we're giving you if you are the emailer of the day, Terry.
Oh.
Like today,
Yeah.
when I read Paul's email here, he signs his name as Paul.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he seems more to me like a Paulie. I don't know if you know many Paulies on the West Coast, Terry, but on the East Coast, where I was born and raised, there are a lot of Paulies floating around, Terry. And this guy strikes me. This guy strikes me as more of a Paulie, yes. And perhaps when I read this email of the day, I will read it. I may have to slip into a Paulie sound, if you will, because I've read it about 3 times already now.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, he definitely strikes me as a Paulie, and you'll get what I mean when I read it. But so if Paul, who's about to hear his email read on the air, if he wants to call in and verify what his email address is, we will send him the Ludicrous CD.
Woohoo!
Like we will all emailers the day until a further notice.
Now, Paulie probably has a friend named Nicky, right?
Mm-hmm. Tommy Nicky, yes.
Okay.
And Christina Barcelona has a friend
I have more.
who's
than
named
one
Tommy
friend.
Hickey, yes. Christina, you can have a lot of friends when the news gets out that your bill was paid for
Thank
on the T-Man in the Morning Show.
Oh, man. You know,
Yes.
that's the best thing I've heard in like a week.
$654.08.
What are you buying?
Only a week?
What'd you buy at Macy's that cost you $654?
A gift for my ex.
Gift for your ex.
That's a nice gift.
And I haven't wanted
That's
to
how
pay
much.
it. for
That's
that.
how much walking papers cost these days.
I guess so. That's cheap.
What'd you get him?
I got him like a chain, a really nice chain.
Uh-huh. And what was the reasoning behind buying your ex such a nice gift?
It was when I was with him.
Thanks for not stalking me. Here's a nice little trinket for you. Continue the good work. Why does... I've never been anyone's ex to the point where they were so happy
you
with
get a
me
gift?
that they gave me gifts.
I know.
Thanks for staying out of my life.
Right.
Maybe they were thinking that, but you gave him a chain.
No, it was when I was together with him.
Oh, I see. Now he's an ex.
Yeah. And then after the whole, child custody battle, then
So,
I didn't want to pay the bill.
It was when you were together. I see. Well, if there was any appropriateness to that gift, there should have been a ball on the chain, Terry.
Wow. Come on now.
Macy sells those now?
Yeah, that's right. It's a very big pot item. It's $654.08 of your Macy's credit card bill. I guess that's the total amount that's currently sitting on your Macy's bill, because that's what you sent to us. That is being wiped away. How much are they hating me around all the stations that we're on right now, Terry? How much are they hating me that I'm paying everyone's bill in every city in the country? That's probably the way they're feeling about it.
Right.
I paid Jessica Torres' bill in Hayward, California this morning, and now Christina Barcelona from Tacoma, your bill is wiped away. Wiped away! Wow. It doesn't exist! It is no more! It's history!
Yeah, no more late fees.
What?
Whoa.
Wow.
What station will pay for your boyfriend's chain?
Cube 93.
Oh, yes. And Wild 94.9. Yes. Okay, there you go. There you go. Hang on the line, all right?
All right.
Yes. But people listening to Wild 94.9, Terry, I don't think are stupid enough to buy their boyfriend's chains and then break up with them a week later.
Right.
Bad investment.
Not really. It's getting paid for.
Oh, good point.
Well, it turned out, don't encourage people, Stephen, it turned out okay. But you got to know where you stand.
Oh, yeah.
As far as your relationship, before you buy him a chain, that probably costs upwards of $654.
That buys a lot of handsome Nautica khakis.
Don't I know it?
The kind of guy to love him.
The T-Man email of the day reads as follows.
Oh, geez. Yes.
Dear T-Man.
That's it?
That's all there is to it, yeah.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Here's your CD.
Yeah, jeez.
My girlfriend and I live in a townhouse, and like most women, she's always getting on my ass for watching too much porn. She says I'm obsessed because I go to a lot of websites, and like twice a week, I'll break out a DVD and watch a movie. She's always going on and on with how nasty it is and how sick and perverted I am, blah, blah, blah. Well, get this. Last weekend, I get home around midnight.
Oh, wow.
And I guess she didn't hear me come in and didn't think I'd be home that soon. I walked towards the bedroom, and this hypocrite bitch of mine is playing with herself to one of my movies.
Wow.
Hypocrite bitch.
I look at the TV, and a white guy and a black guy are basically drilling new holes in this red-headed slut, so I asked my girlfriend what the hell's going on. Well, she starts screaming at me to get out, top of her lungs, telling me I'm spying on her, the whole 9 yards. I tell her never again to bring up to me about my watching. And she still, a week later, is sticking with how sick it is and how sick I am, even though she was caught in the act doing the same thing to a scene I probably would have passed right over. So tell me, what the hell is with these women that think they're so righteous when they're no better than us men? Please fill me in. Signed, Paul, better known as Paulie. It's a great question, and it has no answer. Women are warped.
Oh, wow. We're warped.
And men are stupid. That's the way it works.
Oh, okay. It's all even out.
Men are dumb.
Yeah.
And women are warped. That's the basic breakdown of how the world is divided.
Wow.
Is that your new book coming out?
Yeah. Okay.
Men are dumb, and women are warped. Screw this Mars and Venus crap.
Right.
It's a lot more simpler than that.
Yeah.
But it is an interesting little perspective now, isn't it, Terry?
Yeah,
And I wonder how many men have women, because I got to be honest with you, the reason this email rang true to me is because I hear all the time of how sick and perverted I am by the woman that I say I love you to on a regular basis through grinding teeth.
What? That's nice.
Well, when I hear about how sick and perverted I am, it doesn't really inspire me to tell her how much I love her all the time. You all right over there?
Jesus. Yes.
She honestly tells me those things all the time. Like I can hear her fumbling with her keys, opening the door, and I'm quickly zipping up and stuff. And she'll know what was going on. And she carries the baby in her arms, and she tells me how sick and perverted I am, and it makes me wonder. I am now concerned that there might have been a time when she might have done the same thing. I wonder how, first of all, we all know that probably the majority of us that are in relationships, love our outlets of being by ourselves and enjoying a little quick moment by ourselves, if you know what I'm saying, a little porn momentary, and how many women kind of have a little disdain for that. But then, is this going on all the time? These women who have the audacity to accuse you of being some lowlife will then, in their private moment, be taking matters into their own hands themselves?
Whoa.
Because that is quite hypocritical, and I don't think I can stand for it. Okay, I feel better now that I yelled about it.
Actually, no, I don't necessarily
You think this is an isolated incident?
I think that most women who are really turned off by porn are truly turned off by porn. I can't imagine your wife who's over there yelling at you about how sick and twisted it is. You come home and find her there.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Well, then why then should there be even this isolated case? Why then should there be this Paul's girlfriend who is telling him time and time again of how gross it is that he watches porn? Why then should she turn around one day and do just as he does and not even be able to be accountable for understanding that she is just as sick and twisted as any boyfriend she has or any guy out there that's doing the same thing? Why should that happen even once if it's only happening once? And I'm not sure it's only happening one time out there. It's probably happening all over the planet.
Wow.
He's just trying to figure out the appeal, maybe.
Right.
Why does he like it so much?
Yeah, why does he?
Oh, I figured it out. Yes.
Well, and then her being angry is because she's embarrassed.
Go figure it out.
Is that she's embarrassed because here she is doing.
Of course she's embarrassed,
what
but at least we've all been embarrassed. I get embarrassed pretty much every minute of the day, but I take accountability for it, Terry.
Well, it's still kind of hard to admit that. Okay, yeah, I understand where you get this.
She's caught red-handed.
Yeah, I understand that, but still, she's and like I said, she herself is feeling probably a little dirty and embarrassed.
Well, good. You're caught red-handed. Suck it up and take some responsibility for what you were caught doing there. Don't deny it, and she's still, according to this letter, calling him sick and twisted.
Well, maybe now and the other thing too is, my question is, why did he not ever want to watch porn with her? I think that's another aspect of it.
I'll tell you why. Because she would never even consider the prospect of watching porn with him. Because she not only has no interest in watching porn, but she condemns him every minute of the day for doing it himself.
But
even though you called me gross and you called me sick and you called me a lowlife and a scum and a skeezer, would you like to sit down and watch the next scene with me?
Well, but what I'm saying now he can actually invite her
No,
watch
because you're not listening to the letter. She hasn't changed a bit. Maybe this would have been kind of a nice little move in their relationship if she would have allowed herself to accept responsibility and giggled it off and then been like, well, yeah, I kind of see the point to all this, and lay down. Let's watch the next scene. Then it would have been a happy ending in more ways than one.
Again, I still think it's kind of like feeling guilty and all that. She's kind of, mixed emotions about what she's done.
You know what I think?
Oh, jeez.
I think
you have that look
that this is hitting close to home to you, Terry Free.
Why is that hitting close to home to me?
Well, first off, your husband is not a porn watcher?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, is he missing out? Okay, anyway.
He's not, he's not a strip thing guy goer or whatever.
Strip thing guy goer?
Well, a strip club goer. He's not that kind of person. He's like not immune to it. It's not like he's never seen one.
What a waste of free time.
So
waste of free time.
What does he do during the day?
He's a hard worker and
yeah.
has a family that he enjoys spending time with.
I see.
And
you can make time for your family and still leave ample time for your other interests.
Yeah, as they're walking in, you're just zipping up, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, not like I'm cutting into the family time by not zipping up, Terry.
Well, if I saw him zipping up, I don't know if I want.
It's just agitating. I feel for Paul.
Right.
Paul, I feel for you. Because you thought this would be a cornerstone type moment in your relationship. You caught her in the act. You were more than happy to address the situation with her and then find scenes in certain little movies that you could have enjoyed together if she would have acknowledged what the hell just happened there. But she can't. Nope. He's sick. He's twisted. She's normal. She wasn't just watching, by the way. If you listen to the letter, Terry,
I did hear the letter.
He walked in on her.
I know.
Doing stuff.
I understand.
To her own body.
Yes.
Sick.
In an effort to gratify herself.
Right.
Nasty. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. Ebony is calling from Oakland. Good morning. She's been waiting a while. Yes, Ebony.
Hey, I just want to tell you something real quick.
Yes.
I've been with this 35-year-old man for like 3.5 years. We have a son together. He'd be 2 in January, and we never lived together. He's not accepted by his parents, and my dude stay with his family.
Mm-hmm.
We make like $7,000 together, and he still don't want to come on in and move in.
So do you watch porn or not?
What'd you say?
Go ahead. Get to the point, please.
I'm saying, what should I do? Should I just stop fucking with him?
Oh, Lordy.
You can't say that word.
Yeah.
Man.
Whoa, dude.
The F word just came out of nowhere.
I'm sure that's the part of the relationship he likes, though.
And she didn't mean to say that, Terry. She was just asking a basic question, and sometimes people get so engulfed in their conversation that they can't help but spew out some profanity.
Right.
Ebony, what is this? I hate my relatives' day? Is that what the theme of the morning is?
Sounds like it.
Wow. I like that wild side to you, Ebony.
Wild side to you.
So does he.
I can't remember what the question was.
She just wants to know if she should stop messing around with him.
Oh. No. Joe. Joe, it's your turn. Go ahead. Actually, I got to take a break here.
Oh, all right.
Can I get Joe real quick? Or Brock? Is Joe not there? Brock, go ahead, quick.
Hey, T-Man, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Loving your show out here in the Bay, man.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah, I was calling to comment on the...
Thank you, bud.
All right, we'll pay his cell bill.
All right, Brock.
1-866-663-T-Man.
The T-Man Show
returns after this.
Get ready! Why are you sighing over there, Terry? You feeling a little bit neglected this morning? I see a lot of stories over on your side of the console. We'll get back to calls in a second. Terry's feeling neglected, and she needs to have some of her hard labors, some of her hard work, actually be something that we acknowledge and appreciate, and she's allowed to read some stories.
I like to be recognized.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No one knows labor like Terry.
Uh-huh. Go ahead. I think you told us about a story you started a few minutes ago or hours ago that involved labor. Do you still have that story?
Does. Yes, I do.
What was the gist of that story, Terry?
A bride walked down the aisle just 11 hours after giving birth to her first child.
That's pretty nasty.
Nasty.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, if it was 12 hours, maybe okay. But inside that 12-hour window, that is just nasty.
Well,
is that what you want? You want to be a guest at that wedding? You want to be a guest at the wedding where the bride is like dripping after birth all down the aisle?
Oh, man.
I mean, seriously. Couldn't she vote what? They had the place reserved and the flowers on call and everything was in place. So because she went into labor unexpectedly, I would imagine.
Right. She was 3 months early.
Oh, 3 months early.
Yes.
Wow. That's wonderful. Let me tell you, she couldn't have postponed the wedding because of the happy occasion of giving birth, because all the arrangements were taken care of. So she shows up 11 hours after being in stirrups, and you're supposed to do the cash dance and hand over a 20 to a woman who's got a combination of afterbirth and who knows what else working all over her, sweat and blood.
Oh, God.
It's time to cut the placenta or the cake.
In the past 24 hours, she's pooped her pants about 4 times.
Pooped her pants, huh?
Is that what you need? Is that what you want to be involved with?
Well, let me just tell you, her friends and family gave them
Before you even take out the $10 bill to give her during the cash dance, it's somehow sticking to her already. Just nasty.
Gross.
Cancel the wedding. Do everyone a favor.
Nothing like raising a toast to your kid being in an incubator.
Right. Yeah, that's how they spent their honeymoon, she said.
Watching over their kid that was in an incubator?
Yes.
Very romantic.
Too bad that child was born to unwed parents.
Oh, wonderful. Why don't you just call off the big wedding you had all prepared for and go to the courthouse and do all your guests a favor?
Well, again, it was their wedding date. It was unexpected.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm saying, well, then you unexpectedly have to cancel the wedding and tell all the guests they'll understand as to what the circumstances are, as opposed to have all the smells of labor all over your dance hall there.
Your dance hall.
Oh, you know they're having a dance hall.
Oh, yeah,
dance
definitely.
all days.
Yeah.
It's right after the sock hop is over.
Oh,
now,
wow.
what else is going on?
Got a crazy story out of New York where an undercover cop busted a prostitute after she tried to rob him by saying that she was an undercover cop.
Huh?
Yeah, it's kind of twisted. They did a sting, a prostitution sting. He was a John.
I see. That's making all kinds of sense now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
And she posed as an, undercover cop.
I see. So it was a bad choice of victim.
Yeah, she was just trying to rob him.
She chose poorly.
She did.
She wanted to rob someone she thought was a John, but he was an undercover cop, and she told him she was an undercover cop, and she had all this afterbirth juices flying everywhere.
Oh, my God. I don't know about that.
What else? What else is happening?
Well, this is actually really cool. MySpace has decided to do something good and launch.
Anything on MySpace is cool.
Yeah, they've decided to launch a voter registration drive.
Not cool.
No, I think that's cool.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's not anything. This has been going on for decades now, where they all of a sudden think they're going to get the young people to start voting. It all started with MTV, and then P. Diddy got involved saying he was going to get everyone to vote.
Right.
And then South Park tried to get everyone to vote. And now MySpace, who probably has the best chance of any of them, because they got like 100 million people on board, are going to try to get people to vote, and it never works.
Well,
young people don't want to vote. They don't care.
Well, but then they
Are they building a new stadium? No, then I don't care.
You in the stadium. They say
19-year-olds don't care about what's going on and who they should vote for. All right? I don't care how many messages MySpace sends them telling them to vote. P. Diddy was telling them vote or die, and they didn't go vote.
Yeah, it's pretty
But don't you think,
drastic.
I mean, with everything going on, too, with, the war and all that stuff,
They always
the young
think
people are a little bit
They always
more
think now they have the reason as to why they're going to get the young people to vote. They always think, oh, this election is going to get the young people to vote, and we have MTV behind us now. Oh, we have P. Diddy scaring everyone to death, saying vote or die. Every young person in the world now is going to go vote. Never happens. Young people don't vote. And MySpace, thanks for making it official.
You betcha.
MySpace ain't going to do anything that no one else has been able to do. Huh? Right.
Well, they say about 80% of MySpace's 114 million registered members are over 18.
How many million people are on MySpace now?
114 million.
Terry.
Yes.
When I registered for MySpace, I'm very excited to tell you, about 2.5, 3 years ago,
Yeah.
it was about 5 million people on it. Maybe less.
Jesus Christ.
Last year, I mean, we've been talking about MySpace for 3 years.
Yeah.
Now everyone's talking about MySpace. I know. All right, we've been on board forever. We pioneered this site here. And now, I think last year when, what was it? Did you register? Who registered around here last year? Somebody registered around here. There was like 30 million people. Now you tell me there's 100 million some odd people?
114.
Yeah, 114. That's some successful growth there.
I would say so.
Yes.
Well, they say that they're going to feature register to vote ads all over their pages, and
Even
the members that do register, they get a little special graphic.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, wow.
Even Dirty Harry Small's impressed with that growth. Anyway, let's go to Jasmine in Livermore. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What can we do for you?
I was actually just calling to make a comment about the porn email.
Yes, the email of the day, yes.
Yes.
Of the day, yeah.
I wanted to give you a female's perspective on the whole issue.
Dude had to walk in on his girlfriend who had the audacity, Terry, to be knocking him left and right about him being a sleaze bag.
Right.
A sleaze bag, Terry. And then he walks in on her doing the exact same thing with afterbirth juice flying everywhere.
Oh, sorry I brought the first story up.
I'm not. What do you want to say, Jasmine?
I just want to say that I think a lot of it has to do with the way we feel about ourselves.
Do you have, let me ask you this, Jasmine and Livermore, do you have any self-consciousness about doing things to yourself in front of a pornographic DVD while your boyfriend is around or isn't around? Do you do that at all?
I don't do that.
Well, let me put you on the line. Let me put you on the line with Christina, who loves to do just that.
Hi.
Christina's from Seattle. Why don't you introduce yourselves to each other, and you'll be the best of friends. Go ahead.
I just think it's bullshit.
Oh, geez. Now, Christina, wait a minute. Christina, come on. You cannot, say that word on the air. I know everyone's fired up.
Bull crap.
You can say afterbirth juice.
No, I don't want to talk about
You can't say the S word or the F word.
Well, I just think it's bull crap because I know that women do that. I do that. I call my husband sleazy and dirty all the time because he's my husband, he's my baby's daddy, but I like watching pornographic material by myself and pleasuring myself, and if he were to find me, I know he would try to embarrass me because he thinks I'm the mother. I'm not supposed to be doing that. So therefore,
but you do that. So unlike Paul, who found out the hard way that his girlfriend was doing that, your husband doesn't even know that you're doing that, and you go all the time full board in telling him how gross you think his behaviors are.
Exactly.
Correct or incorrect? Oh, she's already said correct. Okay.
Correct. It's very hypocritical of me, I know.
Wow.
But I'm admitting it.
But why don't you
But you're not admitting it to him?
Yeah, and why don't you just sit down with him and watch it?
Because he'd wonder why I call him dirty, but then again, I like doing the same thing. I think it's just because we have a kid together, and I feel like when we do that together, it's dirty because we have a kid, and so I pleasure myself by myself. That's the only way I do it.
I think when we're by ourselves, we don't have that anxiety.
Well, then why can't you? You apparently do have that anxiety, Jasmine, because you said you don't do it. So why don't?
No, I don't. I don't do it, but I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Okay, so why doesn't Christina from Seattle give Jasmine from Livermore a crash course on how to get it done?
Okay.
When the window drapes are drawn and the doors are locked and nobody's around but you and your favorite porn star.
Wow.
Go ahead, Christina. Yeah, tell him what to do.
What you do is you wait for him to fall asleep.
Oh, jeez.
Then you creep out of the bedroom, grab a Big Purple or whatever it's called. Mine is called Big Purple.
It's called Barney. Big Purple. Big Purple.
Bring him into the living room.
Yes.
Put in your favorite pornographic material and just start going at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know you hear a little noise. You put it away, change the channel to TLC or whatever, and then change it back again once it's clear, and then you start pleasuring yourself again.
Wow.
That was a crash course.
Hey, Jasmine, did you take any notes on that?
I did, but you know the reason why I don't do it is because I don't want my husband doing it. So why, I wouldn't do it
So you ladies
something that I don't want him to do.
These
But
ladies
you
are-
know he's going to do it anyway.
These ladies are
You know
both
he's doing
married,
it.
Terry.
Yes.
They both have that in common. I say they have their first radio kiss together right
Wow.
Jasmine in Livermore and Christina from Seattle, don't let us get in your way. Obviously, you guys are falling in love with each other right before our very ears. Why
I think we should all have a foursome.
Yes.
Whoa.
Who's the other one?
Yeah, who are you including?
Who else are we inviting there, Jasmine? You got a friend?
I'm inviting Jasmine, her husband, and T-Man and his wife.
Wow.
And Terry, if you want to join too, you can come.
No, I'm good.
This is becoming an orgy, Terry.
I'm right over here, guys.
Oh, jeez.
Hot Shot Scott, if you want to join, you can join too.
Oh, wow.
Invited.
Well, you guys gonna kiss or what?
Of course.
Go ahead.
Right now.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Oh. That feels so good.
Who's enjoying it more? I can't figure it out. Is it Jasmine
I
or
think I'm enjoying it more, Christina.
Christina? What about you, Jasmine? You're not pulling your weight here.
Come on, Jasmine. Kiss me right here. Oh. Yeah.
All right, after you moan, say your name so I know who you are. Go ahead.
Jasmine.
Keep going. Yes. Yes.
Oh, Christina. Go down further.
Oh, they're both into
I like
Terry.
it down there.
They're both into it. Say your names, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You're using your tongue in a very creative way. Terry, why don't you join?
Yeah, Terry, join. Say your name. Say your
I
name.
like my Asian sister involved.
Who's that? Who's saying that? Jasmine or Christina?
Christina.
I don't think I can get into this.
You got to say your names after every line from now on so I know who it is. Go ahead. You can't get into this, Terry.
I don't
We'll
think
find
so.
a way to get in.
Oh, my.
Jasmine, Terry, kiss each other right now.
Jasmine, you've been ordered to do something. Are you doing it?
I'm ordering you to kiss Terry.
Kiss your new best friend, Terry Free. She's ordering you.
I'm ordering you guys. And then I want both of you guys.
Terry. Don't ruin it, Terry.
Yeah, Terry's ruining it. You just guys go back to your own selves. Go ahead. Continue on.
Jasmine, lick me further. Keep going. I like that, Christina. Right there. Uh-huh. Bring
Where?
Big Purple up. Oh, let's get Big Purple.
Oh, Big
I'll
Purple.
show you what it feels like.
Thank you, guys.
Oh,
Very much.
could you run that
Not
Big
even
Purple?
Stop it.
You're done already?
She's ignoring me.
How does it feel?
229.
It feels better than you'll ever know.
Let's wife swap, shall we, with these two? You suggested that.
Courtney has a fantasy football question, Terry.
Wow. You're going from that to fantasy football.
Terry, it's
What a
either
great
that-
transition.
Either that or it's a media cold shower. Yes, Courtney, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I picked up Vernon Davis last week.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Yeah, he's out. I don't really have the time to wait around for him.
I understand. You got a 1-2 record?
I have a 0-3 record.
Oh, you're in big trouble.
You suck.
Yeah.
Wow, who would have a record like that?
I don't know.
After you say your record, say your name.
0-3, Courtney.
Yeah. And,
Steven?
all right, what's the urgency is there, obviously. What moves need to be made this week, Courtney?
I need a wide receiver.
All right, who's available? What are the options?
I have the options of Greg Jennings from Green Bay.
He's putting up decent numbers.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah, Chris Henry from Cincinnati.
Obviously had a big time week number 3, but up till week 3 really wasn't doing anything. But everyone, he's the hot pickup this week, Chris Henry, yes.
Still the third guy, though, scares me a little bit.
Uh-huh. You got Hushmanzada and obviously Chad Johnson ahead of him.
All right.
And then Eddie Kennison from Kansas City.
Old bastard Kennison, yes.
I never thought I'd talk fantasy football with a tall boy. This is really weird.
I only got a half tank left, but okay, I'm doing good here. Mine goes down quicker than yours. I win. I say out of those three, I'm going to give a little bit. I don't like to go overboard on someone who's had only one big week.
Right.
But Chris Henry looked good enough. It definitely comes down to the first two, Chris Henry or the Jennings dude from Green Bay. Jennings has been doing it more throughout the year. Chris Henry had a big time week number 3. I don't know if that'll really last the more I think about it. I'd probably go Jennings.
Jennings?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the last time you asked me a question, I got to a guy that got hurt.
Yeah.
But the reality is, hurt or not, Terry, if this was a keeper league, Vernon Davis was the greatest pick you could ever make because for you, is it a keeper league for you or no?
No, it's not. It's just...
Oh, well, then screw that. But Vernon Davis is going to be a stud for many years to come. Anyway, Out of those three, go Jennings. Maybe Chris Henry. It's up to your preference, all right?
Yeah, my uncle said Henry, but...
What does your uncle know?
I'm telling you, Henry's the hot pick this week. Don't necessarily go along with the crowd.
Yeah, I know.
Plus,
all right?
like I said, he's the third guy. I mean, that's
Isn't Chad Brown or
Chad Johnson? He's having a bad year.
Yeah,
Did I tell you to have it off of your turn?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
And actually, because I saw some highlight reel about him standing out there in the field, stomping his feet, getting all frustrated. Because it's like, wow, he was right.
Okay.
Well, it's like what you said at the beginning of the season that Chad Johnson would have the lowest numbers of any of the top receivers. And I agree with that.
Who said that again now? Was that the T-Man?
Yeah,
what a shocker! Okay.
So I think
Thank you for your
Henry will
question
pick up the slack.
and your after labor juices. Thank you very much. Good luck trying to go 1 and 4.
Yeah, I will. I'm working on it.
All right, 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
I noticed Terry was trying to get a little shot in there at Steven for being 0-3 after she jumped ship.
Yeah. And T-Man said our team would be 0-3. And whatever, how many more games there are.
And at last check, your team record is what now, Steven?
Well, like I said, we're rebuilding and we're going to be stronger.
Well, you guys gave me a hard time for not participating. I mean, even though I did financially, you guys, reamed me for never giving any kind of input. But hey, we had a winning season.
We gave you input.
Yeah, but you didn't do anything.
Right,
but I was there.
Speaking of rebuilding years.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
A gay.
Good morning.
Forgot his cue. I mean, he's just out of it.
No, I can't hear it. It went, once you picked up, it went. I can't hear.
He lost too much weight in his eardrums. Yes, gay. You can't hear the music playing in the background?
No, it stopped.
Oh, all right, whatever. How are you? You all right? Everything good?
I'm doing good.
All
Yeah,
right. Nice to talk to you. What?
I want to be somebody's wide receiver.
Oh, I see. He wants to get involved in fantasy football.
Yeah, I bet he does.
In flag football.
Touch football.
Felt up, touchdown.
He is part of the Extreme Homo Makeover.
That's right.
All new guy.
Okay.
Everything going well in your world, gay?
Everything's going. It's okay. Yeah.
Yes. Just okay?
Well, the weight's slowing down, but
Uh-huh.
I'm at 115, so.
And
I've lost.
You've lost 115 pounds. You're not at 115.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's a pretty good deal.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. No, I'd be scary enough.
Where are you calling from? Why does your phone sound like such crap?
What bathroom?
What bathhouse are you calling from today?
No kidding.
I'm on a headset for my cordless, so that's crap.
Well, the headset's not working well. For future note. All right? If you call again,
poor headset.
You can't go hands-free.
But I need a hands-free.
All right.
Oh, boy.
What do you plan to do with your gay day?
I have to be at work at noon, and then I have to work till tonight, so. Might go to dinner with a friend. I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Dinner with a friend?
A male or a female friend?
Usually always a male friend.
You don't have any female friends at all?
I have female friends, but not that I hang out with.
Right. Because they can do nothing for you. You only hang out with people that can contribute to the cause. The cause of gayness.
It's much more enjoyable if they can contribute.
So are you expecting, after this very fascinating dinner between two great conversationalists goes on, that that you and this friend are going to have after-hours gay fun, or what?
No. That hasn't happened in a while.
All right, so what are you doing dinner for? What's the point?
To have a social life and not be a shut-in like the majority of my life always has been.
Uh-huh. You're out there now. You're social. You are an extrovert.
Yeah. Well, I'm not an extrovert, but, I try to get out there. We're going to Thumpers for dinner.
Thumpers?
Jesus.
Well, how could you go to Thumpers and not make it part of foreplay? Does the other person...
Hey, I would be willing.
Is there really a place called Thumpers?
Apparently there is.
Sounds like it.
Is it a gay eatery?
You think?
Oh.
It's on Madison,
It's a
right?
restaurant on Capitol Hill.
And it's only for gay people? If you're straight, they put the armband on you and tell you to leave, or what?
I'm sure you can go eat if you're straight,
But no heterosexual person is straggling into Thumpers.
Well, I think a heterosexual, person knows what's in store.
And what's Thumpers?
When you drive by it, what it is.
What's Thumpers' specialty?
patty melt.
You know that, huh,
There's a
Steve?
lot of fag hags that go.
They call it Patrick Melt.
Patrick melt.
All right, very exciting. Have a great gay day.
I wonder if Gay's buddy knows that the conversation will be just about him the whole night.
Gay, you tend to like to talk about yourself, is the accusation made there by Hotshot Scott. You're focused on no one but yourself. You're a self-absorbed mother trucker is what he's basically saying.
He's a mother trucker because that's not the truth.
Well, he seems to think it is, so whatever he sees as the truth is kind of the truth.
Maybe if he called more often, he'd know that that wouldn't be the case.
He's sick of calling because all you want to talk about is you and your gayness.
No, then call.
Yeah, I'm not into your gayness.
Yeah, whatever.
Would you like to have
be in my gayness. Just lay down.
All right, whatever. Would you like to have a final gay thought here or not?
Have a great gay day.
Okay, there it is. It's gay phone operator, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Strange feller.
Strange feller indeed. And tonight at Thumpers, after a brief wait, they'll be calling out, the strange feller, party of two. We turned the chairs upside down for you guys.
Right.
There it is.
Wow. Cheap date. He doesn't eat much anymore.
I know, he goes out to dinner a lot, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder the weight is slowing down.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, what could he really eat at Thumpers?
Yeah.
What's the point of going to dinner?
The finger food menu?
Oh.
Oh, you don't want to order that.
Oh, boy.
Or the poo-poo platter.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, he's our friend. He's gay phone operator, yes.
How are you claiming him as a friend?
Well, Terry, he's been on the program for so many years.
Right.
I don't know what to call him.
He's kind of a friend by default.
Well, that makes you a friend of mine, then.
Huh?
I'm finally a friend of yours. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Okay.
By default.
Huh? Okay. Huh?
Guess not.
Okay. Huh?
The T-Man Show.
Don't you know?
We'll return after this.